Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. We are
Saul,
the here.
I suppose.
Thank you. Thank you for finally getting in the spirit. Thank you. Finally. We're here playing some Zelda. Maybe you guys saw last time. Maybe you should have before coming to this one. You really should have. We're not gonna hold back. We're going in right now.
No, we can't spoil it for any people that are just coming in.
No. We will.
We have to have this end of campaign battle with no spoilers for the rest of the campaign.
You're right. We should say nothing. We should say nothing of what's happened. Oh shit. I didn't expect it to go that hard immediately. That was my bad. We'll go to this one. That's good. Who wants to tell me what happened last time?
Carnage.
That's true.
War.
Mm-hmm.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
Atalanta being a fucking god.
Oh yes.
Tables turned a lot last session.
Oh yeah.
The tables
I think
turned so hard every single time.
fucking I never chose a
Those
color.
tables were on wheels.
They really was. Fucking, I think we started off the session with everyone being mind controlled by the fucking
Yeah.
dead hand thing.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then I think, yeah, Ronan, that's what happened first, right? Ronan did the thing.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, Ronan did the thing, and everyone, all the other minstrels pitched in to fucking undo it, which then got us a whole ass room back.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, the Gomez came into the castle chamber with all his little bats.
Yep.
Those little goo bats. And then heckin' Theodore was like, he comes up so seldom. I forgot his name. But he summoned his little ghost friends to hold the bats back and keep them from healing Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone ganged up on Gomez. Oh man, who was it? Horatio? Was it Horatio? He was having a rough time. I remember that.
Yeah.
Link and Nikala were doing all right for the most part.
Yeah. We had a lot of ping ponging going on and people not doing damage, people doing like small bits.
Yeah.
We lost Nikala. I think near the end we lost Link. There was a lot of holy weapons being passed around because it's like, I can't hit it, you try. So there was a lot of that until the Gomez was gone. We did eventually lose the castle. And then we had the aqueducts. Actually, at some point, a bunch of the Wizrobe came in. The Thunder Wizrobe came in.
With all his
And
electric.
fuck it, yeah. Darude came in and cast Sandstorm with his fucking lightning charged shoes, and the aqueducts just fucking blew up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of rivers died in there.
Yeah, Diddle Kid had to like hold it back until Diddle Kid exploded.
Luckily, we had thunder wherever he went.
Yeah, so some peeps around here. We ended up losing this place, and then we ended up being in this forest here, where things were going pretty fucking solid until Ganon eventually caught up. And Ganon has a legendary action that he just strikes fear, and everyone but Atalanta failed the save. So Atalanta removed their disguise and revealed that they were actually Levi Ackerman in disguise.
Otherwise known as the true Atalanta.
And went fucking went true Atalanta. Just fucking, I still don't have the fucking critical hit shot, but it was just bing, 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 bing. Just fucking crit after crit, shot after shot. This bitch would not die. But then she went the way of Carla Yeager and got fucking munched. She didn't get munched. She mostly got squished. But
she got
died.
crushed. Yeah.
She died. She went back into the card.
Yeah, you would not think that out of everybody in this room, all of the trained Sheikah assassins, all of the River Zora magicians, all of the people that were there.
They sure were here.
And then it's just Atalanta's like, nah, I'd win.
The Sheikah sure were here.
It's not their fault.
Yeah.
A giant fucking three Hydra showed up in front of them.
Yeah. They had their own Deku Hydra kind of fucking shit up, and they were like, but we only do piercing damage and slicing damage. What do you mean? So there was that. But we kind of somewhat figured it out as we eventually did lose this room. And then it takes us to heckin' WitchCon. Does that take us to WitchCon?
Yep.
I'm just following the arrows. And everybody retreated to WitchCon, and they're like, okay, fucking, that was a lot. Hunter was just shooting expletives out the wazoo.
He just came in like...
If Vicious Mockery were a thing, I think that would actually do damage to Ganon, but sadly it does not. And just as Ganon came in and he was like, man, this has been the weirdest fucking Disney tour I have ever been on. This Disneyland really sucks.
Yeah. Small World is really different.
This fast pass ain't shit.
This lightning lane ain't shit.
Fast my ass.
I hate it.
Freaking his witch came in and she was like, oh, freaking you all thought you could get away, but Ganon is here to freaking destroy shit and nothing could ever catch us by, so holy shit. Hickory dickory dock.
Oh yeah.
Coming in.
You had your own Deku Hydra.
And Ganon was like, what the fuck? Who said you could have a Deku Hydra? And it's like, excuse me, fucking sir. You came in with how many? Can we look at the graveyard for a second to see what you fucking brought in? We just had a bunch of little Zoras and Sheikas and, the occasional little fucking Atalanta. You came in with a pickle, a fucking Deku Hydra, two freaking dead Hydras. Shut the fuck up. You came in with fucking Don's parents. We thought they were dead. How'd you even do that? You brought in a Goma and shut the fuck up, okay? You came in with your whole ass fucking B-list celebrity entourage acting like you fucking own the place. We can have a fucking Deku Hydra. We had to grow it. You just decided to have one.
She had 2 dead hand amalgams. Two of them bitches.
Yeah, you just decided you could bring all of those fucking with you. That wasn't in your checked luggage, sir. Let us have this. Okay? Let us have this. So while freaking Hickory Dickory and Doc were making solid work and sent this bitch where we thought was the Shadow Realm for a moment, I think we lost Doc. Hickory is still dealing with her over there because we sort of forgot that she knows Kagebunshin no Jutsu, but only up to 4. That's the title, Kagebunshin no Jutsu, but only up to 4.
Yeah.
And she's also here now. But Hadar and Vega were like, don't worry, guys. We have a plan. This plan that we've prepped this whole time that we are for sure no, it's going to work. Even though we have some weird suspicions about some things, it's going to work. See, Hadar said it's going to work, and he's the smart one, so it's going to work. They freaking come up in and pour the cauldron of evil poison on Ganon, and Ganon's like, oh. I did leave the cocoa butter at home. Thank you.
I did leave the cocoa butter at home.
Is this your mom's recipe? she was always very good at her cocoa butter game. By the way, did you know that your mom's here with us right now? And it turns out that the witch bitch has been Hadar and Vega's mom in the form of a Gerudo who was a Chew this whole time. Now is not the time to think about, are we half Chew? Did our father fuck a Chew?
Guys.
So
are we half Gerudo?
So the
What
time
we?
frame goes when it comes to them, from what you guys understand, is that they were a Gerudo who split into 4 people. One of them didn't want to come back. They wanted to be immortal. They turned themselves into a demon, which happened to be a monster, which was a Chew, so Chewblex. And then they decided to become like mother.
Wait a minute, does this mean that Galen and I are related very distantly? Please say no.
Well, you see the demon part.
Is his grandmother really his grandmother? No.
It's fine. It's fine. In some places, it's hot.
No, wait, what?
No, your Polo's fine. You're right, Eric. It's because you have no relation to it. Only your brothers do.
Yeah, exactly. So you're safe. You're good.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's like twice removed through marriage. It's like thrice removed through marriage. Don't worry. It's still fun.
So not close at all.
So while Hadar and Vega are having their weird identity crisis, because what do you mean? Wait a minute, Hadar, you said you killed our mom. You couldn't even do that, right? And Hadar was like, don't fucking start with me, Vega. Mister, I'm not immortal anymore. So Hadar is currently in Ganon's clutches, probably about to get the Atalanta squeeze patented. And Vega's like, we got doused in the cocoa butter too, Hadar. We don't have this immunity.
He is currently succumbing to the poison, yes.
They're not doing so hot. And Vega was like, this was always my greatest fear, was that I was going to die being poisoned. But I didn't think that it would be because of my own hubris that I ended up this way. This is bullshit. I knew your plan was stupid. You all lied
I knew
to me.
I should have just came out here and punched him.
He's melting as he's screaming.
I knew your plan was stupid, Hadar.
Your
but
plan
no one
had
believes
0
me.
punching. It was the worst fucking plan.
Meanwhile, Polo's still in the room because she can't leave.
You can leave. You'll just destroy the room behind you if you leave.
Yeah. And she's fine.
Everything's fine.
She's fine. It's okay because everybody here is cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I mean, they go back to cards. They're still real people, so they definitely feel pain of death. But they don't die, so that's cool.
Thanks, Clarity.
Fine.
We still don't want people to die, but if they must.
Listen, it's fine. The king will just fund therapy sessions for everyone that was involved in this battle.
Anywho, but yeah, so we've got, I think, one Hydra still in the room with us, another Hydra dealing with Chewblex over there, and one of them is unfortunately dead, or at least back into card head. And that is all of what happened last time in Zelda. Yeah. You're welcome for the recap. It's been a while. Welcome back, me. Welcome back, me.
I will give
a fucking badass moment where you blocked the Ganon strike with the shield.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh hell yeah.
I will give you guys, instead of just giving you one person, one thing, I will give you guys 2 marks of power and 2 goddess points for that recap.
Whoa! Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Incredible. We're doing it. We're gonna win.
Why would you do that?
Come back. To a turn in progress.
Cute.
As in front of you on the opposite side of the bridge, Hadar is slowly being choked out as Ganon's getting to his feet after being attacked by a dickery. Chublex / whoever the fuck is making their way back out, looking as if they're making their way over toward Vega. And everyone else is still reeling from the gigantic storm, the gigantic winds that were being created from Chublex whenever they first came back. Some of them not looking great because, you know, Thunder got completely destroyed before, but he's like on like 3 health. He's good.
Was it also still Ronan's turn?
Yes, that's what I was saying. On the opposite side of this bridge is what's happening there. In this turn that is in progress, Ronan.
Yeah.
You have used most of your actions, but you have not used most of your actions because of what you do.
I only used one of my actions of my renewed action economy because I used to be on limits.
Yes, of your renewed action. You did use your
I did use a full
one.
turn's worth of actions. Yeah.
Yes. So Ronan, as Ganon is getting to his feet, choking out a Hadar who has been doused in poison, and as Chublex is making their way over toward Vega, and as everyone else is getting to their feet, and you still see some creatures seemingly about to wander into this place. What would you like to do to continue to continue your turn?
Well, I'd like to ask you a question first.
No.
Well then, bye.
He'll be
Did he
back.
actually leave? Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm like, he'll be back.
Always come back.
What's your question?
I don't have the fairy heart anymore. But because I remember these Doritos on my songs became a thing when I got the fairy heart. Are they still a thing? Can I use an action to use the lesser the minute excerpt?
As I said to you before, you can attempt to.
I can attempt to. Gotcha.
Yes. That's why they're still there. You can attempt to. It will be a roll to do so.
Okay. I was thinking of trying to use the Song of Time to help Vega and Hadar with the poison they just got hit with. Or if I can only use it on one of them, then I guess I'll have to choose one. But that's still what I want to try to do.
When they perform, playing the song means an attempt to reverse the ailments of the target, removing the great tragedy from them. You could definitely try.
Do I have to choose, or could I try both?
You will have to choose.
Okay.
Choose.
And again, the short excerpts as an action is something that you can attempt. You don't know if you can do it. You don't know if you can do it multiple times in a round, but you can attempt to try.
Well, I would assume once I expended the Dorito, then it would just be expended, and I can't use it.
I was
again.
more meaning for like doing another song.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But you never know. Do you want to commit that as one of your actions?
I would like to do it. I'm just trying to figure out which one to use it on.
Before you figure it out, let's see if you can do it at all.
That's fair.
I would like you to roll me for your spirit, please.
I will put this in.
Roll me 2 more
that
times.
was awful. Oh, okay. Thank God. Thank you, whoever did that. Okay, last one is the charm.
Unfortunately, whenever you see this happen, they are just far enough away, and again, both of them are spluttering. Both of them are very distracted. You feel like your song goes on deaf ears. You play your song because of Ganon and everything that just happened in front of you. You are slightly freaked out from the things that just happened, seeing Brock go down, seeing everything go down, seeing Adam get dragged into the darkness. You are unfortunately not able to concentrate hard enough to be able to do it.
Okay. Then there's still a Hydra head.
There is still one Hydra head in the room.
Is he still currently grappling Ganon?
He was not the one that was grappling Ganon. The one that was grappling Ganon was Dickory. The Hydra head
That
here.
one got killed.
The Hydra head here is ready to snap down onto one of them. Yes, it is ready to attempt to grapple one of them again. However, it was only given turns by you, so it is waiting for its turn to do so.
Okay. Debating if I want to just give him that now.
You could attempt.
Sure. Why not, right?
Will you use the Song of
yeah.
Gorthos to give off another one of your stings?
That I will.
Do you want
Which
to
is the
give actions to anybody else?
Which is the Hydra head we lost?
I don't remember. It's been a while. I think it was. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Dickory's dead.
It's decided.
Yeah, okay. I just remember that it was just like 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Hickory's the one that's there then. Okay. I thought Hickory was
Yeah.
over here. That's my bad. It's Doc now.
I know Doc was the one that came in third. 'Cause
It
we just
barely
went Hickory,
matters.
Dickory. It does not matter. But I just want to know because they're my babies.
Yeah, of course.
I can give heckin' action to. I'll give it to Hunter to blow those fuckers on the bridge up.
Okay. We'll give one action to Hickory. We'll give one action to Hunter.
And I expended my action, I assume, in trying to do the Song of Time thing,
Yes,
right?
that was one action from you.
Cool.
We will
I
start.
will end there.
We will start with Hickory. Hickory, because again, this happens immediately. Hickory will screech out and begin to start snapping their head over either Ganon or the Tubelex. Which do you feel? Which I'll leave this up to Marco and Polo. Which do you feel Hickory would target?
Let's see. So I'm just making sure because the one that's on this map is also Doc. So Doc is dealing with one Tubelex.
Yep.
The whole point of Hickory Dickory Doc, after we realized it, was to deal with the witch. So I feel like sending Hickory to deal with the Tubelex is still the priority, because I think the idea was they're one of the only things that can help against the Tubelex.
Not only are they one of the only things, but they are potentially, from what you guys understand of them, maybe the only thing that they fear. As Hickory screeches out, rushing out from the passageway once more, they will snap over top of Tubelex once more. This is the fun thing about Hickory Dickory and Doc. I don't roll whenever they're attacking Tubelex.
They just do.
They just do. Hickory
Evolution, baby.
snaps over snaps over the Tubelex. Once again, you just see a look of terror on the Tubelex's face, like, oh, not a fucking again! As they are snapped over and then dragged into the tunnel where Hickory was at.
That's so funny. I love this interaction between these two creatures so much.
The original plan you guys had was because Hickory Dickory Doc could attempt to grab all of the Tubelex. That was going to be a great way to get them completely out of the fight. Unfortunately, with Dickory down, you do know, or you at least are pretty sure, there is one more Tubelex still out there.
Mm-hmm.
And Hickory and Doc are otherwise preoccupied with absorbing them at this point, so they are not going to be able to get another turn out onto them.
Yeah, because Doc's dealing with one, Hickory just nabbed one, and Dickory's
they basically have to digest them, essentially.
Yeah.
Digest faster.
As Vega looked up to see the visage of the witch slowly transforming from their mother, like getting closer to them. Hickory snapped over them and dragged them away into the darkness. Not very dark for long though, as the room is about to fill with some fire. You just see Hunter fly over, and as they do, Hunter is going to 9 squares. Unfortunately, can only get if he goes for this man's though. Ooh, which one does he go for?
Listen to your heart.
Hunter was there. Hunter does know these things require magic to go after. But he can get both of these guys though. This is hard. This is difficult.
Listen, Hunter mad. Hunter
You
big
would
mad.
also know that those things can create more things.
It's very true.
The pose.
He's not sure if he can take it out completely, but
Oh, that's true.
because this thing hasn't been touched.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he definitely could do damage to it though. I'll let you guys decide. What do you think? What do you think Hunter would do? What do you think Angie Hunter would do in this situation? Besides go for Ganon, because that's what he wants to do.
It's what he wants to do, but he knows he shouldn't.
He knows that's worthless.
So I personally, here's what I'm thinking. Hunter probably is like, well, I want to do the most damage to the most things possible. That fucker right here, that motherfucker right here is too dangerous to let live.
I guess he wouldn't know that that thing couldn't also turn into a giant fucking thing.
It's very true. Honestly, that is the best convincing thing you've said to me all day. Hunter has seen these things turn into giant dead end amalgams. He wants to kill it. Let me find Hunter's
Fucker is real.
Hunter's magic really quick. Okay, and now I just have to have this thing roll against it. It is looking to beat a 15. On its roll, that means it has to beat from its reflexes, has to beat a 13 on the roll.
Come on, buddy.
That is a 17. It will take half damage.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's a bad thing. It will take half damage. As a large fireball comes out, you just see Hunter basically just yeeting constant, just little tinier fireballs in the direction of this thing, trying to, cinematically not let it move. In game terms, he hit it with one fireball and he dodged a little. Ronan, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. We would go to Chuplex's turn.
Get fucked.
But there is not a Chuplex on this current board. So instead, we're going to go to the Horde's turn. I'm going to roll for said Horde to see if they have made it here yet. Oh, all right. That is a natural 20.
Oh no.
Let me quickly decide what they're bringing. Honestly, that makes sense.
You make sense.
You guys see, unfortunately, something you don't want to see. As coming out from the darkness behind the area, I'll just grab all of them. I don't think that they would hold back at this point, so it'd be all the ones that are left. You see, coming out from the darkness, things that terrify my nightmares, but you guys are probably fine.
Oh boy.
Oh, these fucks.
What appear to be several of the doll-like creatures that you guys had seen before. These creatures, these mud golems, these fairy mud absolute terrors of science. As they begin crawling out from behind the area, you do note some of them appear to have strange weapons on them. You take note, some of them appear to almost as if they have Zora-like weenie attached to them, made entirely out of ice spikes. As these creatures start coming out, you do note that as soon as they see Ganon, they look away from them, and then they look forward, and they do see you guys. At which point, and again, this terrifies the hell out of me with my mental image of this. I don't know why I decided to put these things in the game. They start sprinting rapidly in the direction of all of you.
Is it because
Why
you made
you
them?
like
You picked the kinds of enemies that look like mannequins.
I hate mannequins, yes.
I think that's why.
It's a good thing they're made out of mud, and it's good that we have the heat lantern.
Just imagining those things crawling on all fours with their lanky limbs is just fun.
It's terrifying. I hate it.
Yeah, I fight against Volvo and Street in Soul Calibur all the time.
As they immediately get to the bridges,
What the fuck his name was?
these two will get midway through the bridge before they are going to get started to get pelted on by Rito. However,
And
nothing is going to
fucking
stop them.
bulldozed.
Yeah, nothing's going to stop them from getting as far as they are. However, these guys are going to get stopped because they are going to get up to our friendos here. It would take them 2 rounds or 2 actions to get to where they are, so they're only going to get 1 attack this round. And this one is the unfortunate one, as it's going to go right here and then get immediately have to roll against a certain thing that's on the ground.
Oh yeah, this
Funny.
one would also have to do that, by the way. 'cause it's
Eventually,
within
yes.
3 squares of it.
Oh, 3 squares. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
if they get in within 3 squares of it.
All right, let's look at the solid chord real quick. Enemy moves in 3 squares, it floats outward, giving its effects to any ally within 3 squares of the chord, knocking all enemies prone and reducing their speed to 0. Yeah, there's no roll for it.
Yup.
So as soon as these move, as soon as this moves, as soon as this one gets here,
And technically, this guy also, right? Because he's there too.
that's true, yeah. Honestly, he should have triggered it last round, but we're not gonna think about it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna learn about it. We're just gonna let Adam die. I didn't realize it was within 3 squares. That was my bad.
I forgot to, so.
I'm gonna put him back here actually then. As this happens, I believe that also heals people, correct?
It only does 1 at a time.
It says if an enemy moves within 3 squares of the chord, it explodes outward, giving its effects to any ally within 3 squares of the chord and knocking all enemies
it
prone.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So that is going
I
to be a
didn't know
D4
that.
of healing to the people who are around here. The only ones who are going to really care about that is Halfin and Thunder, though. I think Douglas was brought to full health before this.
Yeah, he was.
So let's go ahead
Well,
and
get healed.
roll me this D4 here, Ronan.
Eh.
Thunder needs it. Hell yeah, good job. I think Thunder
Cool.
literally just doubled their health right there.
Oh yeah.
That being said, they're going to rush forward. The ones who are in immediate danger will use their last action to just stand at that point. None of them can get any closer. They are going to stand and get stuck where they are. This one had to move all of its rounds to get there, so it's the only one still prone. That being said, they were going to attack this round, but solid chords.
Fuck yeah,
Do-do-do.
baby.
We're going to
Get
go
fucked.
to... Is he already here? Let's roll for him, I guess. Do-do-do-do. You see out from behind where these things had came out from, you see a slight mist rolling in from the other side. Again, looking as if it is a very same icy-like mist or these icy-like appendages these things seem to have on them. That being said, while it is going to get here, it is not going to do any actions quite yet. As you guys see, the final of these.
Oh.
Of course.
making its way inside. It's a lot bigger than this. I don't know why it's so small. As you guys see, with this thing rolling in, a mist is all around it, almost obscuring the entire creature. You don't know whether it's in this square, this square, this square, or any of them vertically back and forth from that. In this 9 square area, you're not entirely sure which square it actually occupies. That being said, it would be Ganon's turn, if not for the strongest among us. It's Domi's turn.
Yeah?
As Prince Domi looks at the carnage in front of him, he sees everything that has gone through. He holds the Kokiri blade aloft, the hero's sword, but he gulps. It's not his. He's not Hero Domi, he's Prince Domi.
Yeah. Well,
If only Hero Domi were here. What would he do? He knows what he would do. If Hero Domi were here, he would fight.
It's true.
yeah, sure.
Prince Domi rushes forward, and as he does, he gets right where the solid cord would have been, surrounded with allies from all sides, stands in front of Douglas as if protecting him, and he's gonna slice at one of the dolls. I'm not gonna roll because he can't do damage to it.
You fucking...
Seriously?
Why are you like this, Nico? Why do you hype him up?
Because it's
I love
really
him.
funny.
Because I love him.
Listen, you
That
want to know
makes
the
more
only way that would make this better?
What's that?
In the distance, we hear yelling and running
No,
as Hero
Not yet.
Domi approaches.
not yet.
Stop spoiling it.
You're right.
It will be Ganon's turn. Ganon will fully get to his feet. He'll be holding Hadar in his hand, looking to where the Chublex was and looking to where Hickory had fled to. As he turns his eyes to where Hadar is, Hadar looking back at him, a face that shows just absolute hatred as well as a strange sadness that just seems to overtake him. He seems to be in pain from the poison, but also just from seeing the person in front of him that he just saw. Hadar is a little out of it. And Hadar may be a little bit more out of it in just a second. For a moment, Ganon looks as if they're going to crush Hadar in their hand. However, Ganon looks forward, and as he does, he rears back the blade. If anyone would like to do something, now is the time.
Hmm.
You giving it anyone who wants to a reaction to do
No,
something?
I'm saying if anyone has anything they can do, now is the time.
I don't think I have anything left with Douglas. He got his health back, not his abilities. I don't think I could stun Ganon.
Okay.
I could try.
I have sometimes
way to-
fucked around with time
no way-
magic. I have the time
it-
stone.
I was gonna say, is there no way to exert any sort of control over the Ophiuchus that's here?
Roll me. Hold on.
Okay.
I would like you
gonna
to roll
roll.
me for your charm, please.
I'm gonna roll this big one.
You're gonna roll. You're gonna roll out. You're rolling the unfucktometer.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh, shit.
unfucktometer, though.
I know.
It's retired.
I know.
Bring
I'm also
it
putting two
back.
little.
Are
I'm
you,
also putting two
are
little
you
bit.
bringing the I'm
little
fucked
bit.
meter out of retirement?
I'm also just two little bits.
I'm here trying to be
We're-
serious about
we're pretty fucked.
Go for it.
Alrighty. I just imagine like Polo just trying to hold this pad and just like trying to concentrate her damnedest to be like, come on, I have to be able to reach this Ophi. Hold on.
Roll me one more time.
All right.
I hate that it still only goes up the same height that a normal dice would.
Roll me one more time.
Yeah, it doesn't roll the
wait.
best because it's so big.
That's your fault.
I know.
Stop victim blaming.
I'm not the one that decided to use the I'm fucked meter. Roll me one more time.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Look, I'm just happy to get all these fleetings out of the way.
Oh,
That's a 14
Plus your
Plus-
charm.
plus charm plus 3 from the Baz.
That is a
So
21.
Yeah.
Polo, you try your best to activate anything that you can with Ophi. You try your best to have some kind of something come through with Ophi. As you do. You feel lighter. As looking into your pad, you see something appear in the room, but it is not the Ophi from that. You look back as you notice there's not a tendril with you at the moment. That tendril is instead with Hadar.
Oh.
Your Ophi has gone into the room.
Oh.
As the sword swings down, your Ophi is going to attempt to deflect it. Ophi, I would like for them to roll a +5, please.
All right. +5.
use the
Okay.
hero's walk as a shield.
You just hear a boom. Resounding bong from the fucking like the slow-mo perfect parry bong from Breath of the Wild.
They brandish the hero's walk, ready to defend Hadar.
Jesus Christ.
Alrighty, Ophi +5. That is a 6.
There's an 11 altogether. As Ophi hits a bong, not a perfect bong, but a bong nonetheless. As it collides with Ganon, Ganon looks to Hadar, looks to Ophi, and I'm gonna roll for Ganon. I'm gonna roll to see if Ganon really cares about doing a certain thing or not, whether he thinks about it or not. He does have a pretty good experience, but is a 14 plus his 3. That is a 17. Somebody roll me a d20 and beat a 17. Anybody, it doesn't matter to me.
I can roll it.
Okay.
-3.
Beat a 17.
That might be steep.
Yep.
No, that's a 5.
Unfortunately, Ganon knows what he has to do. He sees Ophi block this. And as he does, he doesn't instead just crush Hadar. Because he understands that Hadar and Vega are big threats to him. And this weapon was made to attempt to ruin people like Hadar and Vega. This weapon was made to destroy immortals. And people with long lives. As he pushes past Ophi, he will strike into Hadar. As he does, Hadar and Ophi will disperse into cards. But as they do, not only do you feel a almost overwhelming shout out from Hadar, you guys hear a otherworldly, almost eldritch screaming gurgle coming from the chasm beneath the area here. Ganon moves. And Ganon moves. He does not have the action economy after Ophi took one of his actions to attack Vega this round. But he does raise his almost axe of a sword at this point up, ready to crash it down onto Vega. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and count out anybody here who literally can't do anything.
All right, cool.
Just imagine the Rito are firing at the enemies, and imagine that the Zora are getting into positions to defend / attack. They are here to be bodies to get hurt. But with these enemies in particular, it is very difficult for them to have much of a thing with. That is until we get to near the end of initiative, where we get to a couple of people who actually can potentially do some things. One of those people being Roanna. Roanna is going to go forward. They're going to see this creature, and they, instead of really doing much of anything to it with their first attack, they're going to attempt to just yeet it into the darkness.
Do it. That's what we're here for.
This may or may not work with this creature in particular, but we will see that after we roll this attack.
I give her a +3 with Song of Gorthos. She didn't need it, but I gave her it to her.
So anyway, we watch as she judo flips it off the side.
So even if this thing does do the thing that it was going to do, which is just sort of be a limp little fucking crazy thing and just sort of swoop itself back around, which is what I was gonna have happen, it gets tossed into the fucking wall. And you just hear like the sound of like breaking glass.
Like, she didn't mean to do that. That's just accidentally happened.
As
Yeah,
she
I'm excited
rushes
about
forward, jumping up onto the area here, they are going to rush Ganon.
Ooh, shit.
As they see Ganon bringing their axe-like blade over top of where Vega is currently sputtering out the poison that he's being afflicted by, they're gonna raise up their Weenai almost in like a stab down motion. As they jump into the air. They're gonna get one attack for moving that quick and that far. Would you like to roll for the attack, Ronan?
I would love to.
Go ahead. I should have had you roll for the first one, but I nat 20, so I don't think you care.
No, I much appreciate that instead. Okay, so she make it 2.
Yep, she's gonna go for an attack and then a Weenie attack.
The darker one is the regular, and the other one's the Weenie. Oh,
The regular attack is
hits.
going to hit. The Weenie attack will most likely not. By most likely, I mean it's definitely not. But
Yeah. I think I already gave her a +3, so I can't. Do
we could
that.
give her the +3 on one of these rolls if you'd like.
Can I do it multiple times in a?
No,
thing?
I was just saying like it doesn't matter because the +3 on this one
Yeah.
it's going to hit either way. +3 on this one will miss either way, unfortunately. This thing is he's a pro. Rana. Hold on, let me look at Rana's stats. Let me see if that +3 will hit. Because Rana has good stats. He has great AC, but Rana has good stats.
There's one other thing that I thought of, but I don't know if it's possible.
Go ahead.
Could Polo command Clarity to disperse Vega?
Yeah, that's something that definitely can happen. That being said,
Yeah, I have a feeling.
that being said, Clarity would have to go into the room to do so.
Okay. Because there's that thing of also it's like if we had dispersed Hadar, would that have? It means he's out, but he wouldn't have gotten hit with the sword if the sword even affects the cards.
It seemed like something really hurt him. You don't know if any lingering effects will happen or if you can do anything about it if they do. Potentially, if he does have some sort of lingering effect, keeping him in the card and then having Ronan potentially use the Song of Time on him would be good. So he's not out yet. Whatever this effect is, if it is affecting him, you still have an Oracle on your side. You guys still might be able to do something about it.
It's also just trying to make sure it doesn't happen to Vega if there's just a way to cancel his card, but if it means Clarity has to go out there, then it's not, unfortunately, not an option.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Rana's going to hit with their regular attack. They're going to do their base damage, but they're not going to get their supercharged Weenies. As they do hit, again, this is just a punch. This is not a iron weapon or anything of the sort, so it is not going to get reduced damage from Ganon, which is good. Just have to find a D10. I know we had some over here. There's one. Are those D12s? That might be D12s. Who cares? We'll do a D12. I'm feeling nice. Do a D12. Roll this dice.
Okay.
She's just so good at punching.
She's real good at punching, you guys. Yeah. As she strikes into him, dealing 8 damage, he does seem to growl, but doesn't seem to go off course. We're going to go to the very end of the initiative. At which point we go to the potion crew. You see the queen and you see Pan looking forward as they have been performing their potions for quite a bit. Unlike Argo, they haven't been working on any healing potions or anything of the sort. You find that Pan rushes over toward the person that is the closest to them.
Okay. What is
Yes, I'm here.
It's very funny. And she is going to use one of their potions on them. I have a D4 of potions here. I would like you to roll me to determine which effect your boy is going to get. I was hoping.
Oh, okay.
They throw this potion into Dawn's mouth. As they do, Dawn is going to double in size.
Oh, shit.
As Dawn doubles in size. I'm gonna roll one more D4 here. This is for me. They have 3 more of that potion.
Good.
Okay. As they're going to start rushing over to attempt to give those to you or to get into a position where they can move to the next room if possible. That being said, we do have the queen here, and the queen was also going to do things. They're going to move to the first person.
Load him
Good.
up.
Roll me the
Let's
D4.
go. Okay.
Give him like.
If it's
lightning
a 3,
powers
we'll
or something.
re-roll.
I was. He just grows twice the size again.
2. Do-do-do-do. The queen throws another potion in his mouth. As they do, Dawn seems to erupt in flames.
Oh my god! Meteor Dawn!
As I'm gonna roll a D4. -1. They have 2 more of that potion. As they are going to, again, rush up and toward the exit of this place.
Good for you, Don. I'm glad that you're now a giant meteor.
Dawn is looking like he's about to fucking plow through this section.
He has the power of Yunobu.
We are gonna go to the top of the initiative, which unfortunately is the time that the Poe gets to roll for their lantern. Not to summon anything, just to roll for the lantern. Have to wait till their turn to summon anything. They did get the 10. Meeting is beating. Their lantern refurbishes itself. Back to the top. We're going to go to, I believe, Douglas. Douglas, it's been a turn.
Uh-huh. So I need water really bad.
No, that's fine.
All right, so, all right. Don's. That's a whole thing that's gonna be dealt with later. Puppets in front of me. Bad news.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still doing the drying effect, right?
Yep, you still have the heat lantern out. Currently, it doesn't look like a lot is happening from it.
So the mud is not okay.
If you remember, the mud
dehydrating.
from these things, they are solid. They're basically clay at this point. They are already molded. They are no. The thing that's the dry thing is doing is you do see some steam coming off their bodies from the ice that seems to be accumulated on them.
Right, there's a fucking ice wizard. Shit, those does not have a lot to go. I guess he has a couple uses of. Maybe he has a couple freebies left. Let's see.
You haven't used any of your freebies. So you could use this turn to go for like 3 lightning bursts or something.
I mean, I could.
Because you remember,
But-
lightning burst, you can just use the regular attack of it. You only use the Doritos for the secondary effect.
I know. I think he's gonna go with just lightning because it's not really. He's not really that melee oriented.
Okay,
Especially against anti-magic.
which one of these guys are you hitting with lightning?
These fuckers are anti-magic by default.
They are
so.
very anti-magic, yes.
I see a bunch of fucking assholes that aren't.
I will say this this Wolfos is on the ground, so he would be the easiest one to hit.
Okay, we'll start with that one.
All right, roll me the attacks with advantage.
Ooh. Wow.
9 plus
So-
your magic.
Which is the 15.
That's a hit.
Hey.
Just roll me for the other hits first. Because I know that one of your strikes isn't going to work, but I mean, if you crit, you never know.
Well,
6 plus your 6, that's a miss. That's another hit.
hey.
All right.
Hey.
Looking at lightning burst, I believe it's just base.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'll be doing +1 with your with the staff. You'll be doing anything here, give any pluses. I think you get a plus because of the thing, right? No, it doesn't have that on it. No, you have a +1 for your magic, but that's not
Hmm.
a thing. All right, you're just gonna do 4 damage total to this thing.
Cool. Electrocute. Zzz.
Bzz, bzz. Technically, it's bzz, 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 but you know.
Yeah, it's very calming music while everything is falling to pieces around us.
Oh yeah.
That scene in Pirates of the Caribbean.
As we're gonna go to Halfin. Who's rolling for Halfin?
Me.
All right, Halfin is gonna go forward toward the Wolfos on the ground. He's
I
also
believe in
gonna have
Halfin.
advantage.
I believe in Halfin.
Let's see if he actually does damage to something.
12.
That'll be a hit. Roll again. That is also a hit. Roll one more time. Oh no, he only gets 2. He only gets 2. That is gonna be boop boop 2d4s.
Hell yeah.
6 damage. As he goes in, he is gonna start slicing onto the thing as well. The Wolfos is looking as if it's about to fall apart. We're gonna go to Thunder. Thunder sees a thing in front of him, and he is going to do the thing that will most likely end up being the thing that Rowana was going to do, but the thing failed to do anything about. He is going to attempt to chuck this thing off the side.
Do it.
As soon as Thunder grabs him and goes to throw him, this thing seems to almost go limp in Thunder's hands and become basically dead weight. As it does, it seems to grip downwards onto the bottom of the bridge, and you see it almost reappear on the other side of the bridge, like almost instantaneously.
I just imagine they're like the early game Dusks in Kingdom Hearts 2. They're just so slippery and movement oriented.
As Thunder
Little
sees
bastards.
this, he will take his movement, which luckily it's just Domi, so we can just go right past him. And instead, at that point, he's going to go for an attack because he sees that that is a bad thing to do. He does have his Thundery Blade. Roll me for an attack from Thunder, whoever wants to. You do it, DM sir. Okay, I guess I will. I'm going to give him a roll. Natural 1.
Oh man, I was muted. Next time.
Next time. As it looks like he goes in for an attack, the magical weapon that he's holding, the Thunder Blade that he has, seems to unfortunately not show a lot of purchase against this anti-magic doll here. Similar things happen from Nala and the two Caesora here. They're not really able to find much purchase onto this thing, or onto the one in front of them. We will then go from their turns, going back over to our boy Sephin.
Right.
Sephin, you know that your attacks on Ganon didn't go very great, but he is far enough away from you that you can get your burst of damage again, so you are going to go after him. I would like for a advantage attack against Ganon from Sephin. Whoever's rolling for Sephin.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, what? That's not advantage. That's a D12.
That's not advantage.
There you go. As he rushes in with a 15, he finally hits,
Doink.
which will let him not only hit but bounce back three squares and come in for another one. Roll me another advantage one.
Let's go.
If he hits with this one, which he will, he usually only gets 2 attacks. But because he hit with both of his attacks, he goes back 3 squares and comes in again.
He was doinking him. Shit.
That one will miss. That being said, let's go ahead and roll. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. And doop, doop. Roll me 3d6 per hit, so roll me 66. Or 64.
Holy 64 damage.
64 damage. No. 13 damage. He will unfortunately take a little bit less from that because he is using a metallic forged weapon against him, but it's still damage.
I feel like that's specifically a slight against me for some reason.
We're gonna go to the Poe. It is gonna go to summon. With a 1 this time. You guys see, almost raising themselves from the ground beneath you. Instead of dead hands, because, you know, why would it do that ever again? You unfortunately see something that may be worse.
I don't believe you.
Oh, fuck. Is this thing summoning them?
You see 2 Redeads coming out from the lantern that it seems to shatter down onto the ground.
No. No, they've taken them.
These aren't. This isn't Mary and Gary. Don't worry.
I know it's not.
They will go forward. I don't think anyone there. Oh, there are 2 people within range of it. Technically 3. No. Are you just out of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you're just in it. Halfin.
Halfin doesn't have ears. He'll be fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Rowanna's also technically in it. The 2 of them will screech. As they do, I need checks. And this is going to be really sucky for one of them. I need checks from Nala, Halfin, Rowanna, and Hunter. And if Hunter fails his, he's probably going into the Ophi.
Oh, Halfin.
Rowanna rolled an 11.
Okay. We got a 13 from Hunter. Do-do-do. Oh, we didn't roll for Nala. I'll roll for Nala. I think it's literally only Hunter that didn't get it.
Well, it's good because if he did, then he'd fall. So
you see Hunter, as he sees this, he just sort of flips them both off, readying fireballs. However, Halfin, Nala, and Rowanna are going to be temporarily stunned. They are not going to have turns. We move on. This time to Vega. Vega is going to sputter onto the ground from the poison that is all over him. He looks back up behind him. He sees him raise the weapon. However, right then is whenever both Rowanna and Sefin crash into him. Vega looks toward Ganon, and for a moment his thoughts trail over and sees Ganon's hand as if looking for Hadar, but doesn't see him. Yeah. That's it. Back to plan A. He is going to back up, and he is going to attempt to tackle Ganon.
Oh.
Go, 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 go.
Who would like to roll for Vega?
I think only one person.
He's my, oh my god. The whole time I was super muted. He's my brother.
Okay.
Roll me advantage. Actually, I'm gonna go regular because he is poisoned currently.
Yeah.
9.
That is 9.
Has he already used? Was it him or Hadar that used their automatic? Yes.
I didn't even know they had one. If that helps.
Then I'm gonna say this is his automatic yes. You see for a moment Vega crash into Ganon's leg, and Ganon looks down and almost smirks for a second. Not in the same way he did for Atalanta, in a almost respectful way, but in a very much a insect kind of way. However, Vega then yells outwards, grabbing the leg of Ganon and throwing it up into the air, causing Ganon to go prone.
Wow.
He is gonna get one attack on Ganon.
Did this worm just fucking judo flip me?
It would be with disadvantage because of him being poisoned, but he is now prone, so it's just gonna be a regular hit.
Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
11.
11.
Vega. I think that's just a miss with Vega's stats.
He's right in front of him. Are you fucking kidding me?
I think that's just a miss with Vega's stats. That being said, roll me this D4, Polo.
Okay, one time. I was eating fries. 2.
Vega, having seen, or at least heard, his brother's yell, and seeing his brother no longer in the area, is filled with rage. And I'm going to say that he had that with Overwhelm. And that is going to be a hit. Let me get Vega's dice for when things are prone. He gets a bonus whenever things are prone. I mean, I guess I could just grab the one over here. Polo, roll me a d20.
The prone dice, the dice I use when things are prone.
That is going to be a 9 damage. That again is not resisted because bare fucking hands. And because he hit, roll me again, Polo.
Okay.
And again, roll as if you have overwhelms. Roll the d4 afterwards as well.
All right.
That isn't
God.
going to be a thing. Unfortunate.
These rolls are fucking ass today. What the
Vega is
fuck?
going to go for their last hit. Roll me one more attack. That is a
20.
natural 20.
Let's go.
And he's still prone. Roll me that d20.
Fuck him up. Fucking
24 damage. As he pummels down onto Ganon, roll me another attack. He hit.
All right, one sec.
Almost so fucking stupid. I'm missing the parts.
He has advanced pummel.
Oh.
His pummel is just, he keeps hitting.
18.
Roll me the, this is going to be the pummel attack. So roll me the d20, but we're going to half it. Oh,
20.
that's still 10.
Yeah.
He hit. Roll me again.
All right.
That'll
16.
be a hit. Roll me the d20. He's going to be halved. Oh my
19.
God. Okay, let me write that down. And he hit. Roll me again.
He heard you, Squeaky.
Doro! Monster Kano! 12.
12. Roll me the d4. We'll see if it hits.
1. 13.
2. Last time it was 11 and you got a 2. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Roll me d20. More reasonable, Vega. Thank you. Roll me another attack. You had to miss eventually,
Okay.
Vega. You had to miss
yeah,
eventually.
I had to miss eventually.
Vega
Yeah.
starts just going to actual fucking town as he just starts pounding downwards into Ganon, screaming as he's doing so. Again, looking as if he's fighting through pain, you guys see the poison has seemingly eaten through parts of Vega's clothing and has burned part of his skin. However, just in a sheer rage where you guys can definitely see in their eyes, they are in full demon state. They are just absolutely pounding down onto Ganon. So far right now, Sefin and Vega are like all out attacking Ganon on the ground. Rowan is just like, I'll get there eventually. These fucking things didn't scream in my ear.
Until it stop being stunned, I swear to God.
We're gonna go to Ronan.
Huh.
Ronan, this is yours, Dawn's, Obra's turn.
Yep. It heckin' sure is. First things first.
Remember that Obra can do one thing on their own that doesn't take up one of your actions.
It's true.
'Cause I think we forgot about that last round.
Yeah, well, I
No,
was
we had
doing it
them
with
do
my
a
song.
fireball.
Yeah, I was doing that
Yeah,
with
yeah.
my song because then it doesn't cost her anything to do.
Yeah.
Which I might still keep doing, honestly. First things first, I'm gonna have Don do his thing. Don't need to give him a song for that. Just roll.
Tally ho!
Bulldoze.
Roll me. Just roll me with advantage. Roll me d20 with advantage. Here.
Okay, cool.
I'm giving him a bonus because of the fire. I don't think he's gonna need it. 13. What's Dawn's attack?
This is a lot.
Where are you at, Dawn?
Don is over
There you are.
here.
Yeah, +6. Yeah, he didn't need it. He barely needs the fire bonus. He is gonna rail into the two of these. One of them is just going to take critical damage because they're on the ground and they're getting absolutely destroyed. The other is gonna roll to see if it gets knocked off. Again, if it doesn't, it's just gonna get right back on. Hate whenever I freaking get sent flying over to the other side of the freaking thing. That is a 10. As Dawn rolls into the two of these things, they both go flying in opposite directions. One of them looking as if its arm and the ice on it gets completely like wrecked. As it looks like it's about to get back up, you just see a tendril wrap around it and pull it down.
Nice.
The other one is going to hop and grab and be on the other side. However, it will take the damage from Dawn, which I believe, if we look at Dawn's damage from their roly-poly.
3d8, I believe.
Yep.
Plus whatever the fire does for him. I don't know what that does.
The fire is going to add 1 extra damage dice, so it's going to be 4d8.
Cool.
So let me get you some d8s. We should have some over here, but because I'm not really wanting to look, I'm just going to bring them in. Bloop, 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 bloop. Here you go.
Cool. Y'all.
It's pretty good. It's 13 damage. It is going to be somewhat resistant to the magic. That being said, it is still going to be, you know, getting hit with a giant fucking Dodongo.
Yep.
The giant fucking Dodongo, by the way, is now at the other side and did not use any movement to get there, technically.
Oh, hell yeah. Gonna have him go over here, I guess.
Boom, boom, boom.
And Ganon's right there.
You want to roll into him?
I kind of do.
You will have to use up one of your actions to do so. So this will be your second action on your turn.
Yeah. Yep.
He's gonna roll into him.
Do it.
Roll me with advantage. He has advantage not only because he's big, but also because Ganon on ground.
Just on ground.
Yeah, I'll just take these.
Okay.
$12 plus
12 plus 6. We might actually need the fire boost here. Roll me the d4 for technically overwhelm. Fiery overwhelm.
Fire.
2.
Do-do.
That's a 20, I think, total.
That is not a 20 total. That is a 22 total,
Oh,
which is a hit.
nice.
Roll me the 48s.
Oh, way better.
That's way better. That's real good. He will resist some of the magic as well. However, he is gonna get hit with a fucking Dodongo. He is unable to go beyond Ganon. Ganon too big, so he can't just like roll through him. But you just see Ganon at this point just on the ground, just like, why? Stop it. Leave me alone. What did I ever do to you?
Attack. What did you ever do? How dare you?
Still your turn. What were you thinking?
Okay, I'm gonna give Obra some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And try to do what we talked about earlier, which I want to teleport these 2 fucking re-dead fucks off the bridge.
Okay.
To the abyss.
To the 2. When it comes to the redeads, especially as well, they are a lot less of a problem, in my opinion, for thinking about whether or not they are able to give any sort of thoughts about having spells cast upon them. They're redeads.
They have no thoughts.
There's barely a thought in there. They will still roll for their willpower, which is not a lot. However, I would like you to first off roll me for Obra's magic, please, which I believe for them would be a 7. I think.
I'm gonna use a goddess point for this.
Okay. Roll me with advantage.
Get out of here, you don't exist. Yeah. Oh, that was almost a 15. Come on, I know you can do it. That was I think both of them were 5s. Yeah.
So 15.
Heckin' plus. She has a plus what?
Plus 7 is her magic.
Okay. So, yeah, 5 plus 7, I guess, would be the thing.
Do-do-do. All right. Both the redeads are going to roll against it. One of them will nat 20 their roll. The other will disappear over top of the the thing.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Can these be used for that? I don't think they can, actually.
What you reading?
Go for it.
I don't think they can be used to negate a critical roll.
No.
I was yeah.
You find that one of the redeads disappears and reappears over top of the abyss. Right as it's about to scream out, you do find that another tendril seems to reach up and grab it and drag it down.
Very nice. Would it be possible to give her my last action to try that again on the other one?
Sure.
Sure, yeah, I'll do that.
Roll me magic
These
again.
things gone. We have a lot of marks of power here. I'm just gonna use another goddess point.
We have a lot of them. They're here to be used by me.
It would be a shame to waste them now. 13 on the first one. And a 2 on the it's a 20.
20 they have to beat.
Don't nat 20 again, you fuck.
We have to add in their willpower, which is a 0.
I was gonna say unless it's a 6, but you said it wasn't good anyway.
You find the redead seems to fall down into the abyss and again get grabbed by a tendril and dragged further downward. Is that your turn?
I do technically have 2 extra actions. Debating if I want to use them now or save them for later.
It's true.
That guy over here, the little Poe fuck. I don't like him. I don't
He
much
would
care.
have a much higher willpower.
I'm not going to try to teleport him because he can float.
He can also float. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. It would have been really funny if I didn't think about it and just had him fall.
Yeah, I'd be like, cool, I guess.
Like, yeah, glad that worked.
Do I want to just give stuff to Hunter again to try to just let him destroy those fucks? I think I do. I think I want to give Hunter another thingy to get rid of that fuck.
Okay. Last time he only did some very, very minimal damage because he did do a bit of a dodge. I'm gonna have him roll. As another fireball comes his way. That is unfortunately gonna be another good for him. He
Minus
will
3.
take up.
Song of Gorthos, bitch.
That'll be full damage.
Yes.
Fuck him up.
As Hunter shoots another large fireball in the direction, it looks like for a second he's going to dodge out of the way, but there is just a blast of just rage coming from him. He's like, no, that won't happen. With the full damage that Hunter can do, it still isn't going to take him out, but he is very close.
Have the last one. Fuck it. Have the last free action. Annihilate him.
I'm going to say
Obliterate.
this. Even if he dodges at that point, the half damage that Hunter can do as he sends another fireball directly at this fuck will be enough to kill him.
Hell yeah.
I will have to roll something. I'm going to roll for the lantern real quick. Does somebody want to roll something for Hunter for me, please?
Try. I will roll for Hunter.
I
What am
need
I rolling?
you to roll me for Hunter. Hunter has a +3 in the stat.
Ditwan. 12.
That's so funny. So, how this works is basically I roll the d20 and I minus whatever I roll from 20, which is a 15. Hunter just gets a 15, which means Hunter is able to stop himself from getting sucked into the soul lantern.
Oh, cool.
The lantern breaks onto the ground as Hunter just looks to it for a second, looks like he's gonna get like pulled in, and he just shoots another fireball at it. As the Poe disperses. That is the last of those Poes.
Yay!
Let's go.
Hunter is so
That will
angry.
be my turn.
He is so pissed off at everything that happened in the last place.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking
Shit
of-
sucks.
Speaking of which, I did forget to have Hunter's turn because it happened before Ronan.
Oh,
You don't
well,
know
cool.
what I've been through.
So
You
it's
don't
Hunter's
know
turn.
what I've sacrificed.
It's fucking more epic references, please.
Yep.
We're gonna go. He is going to attack the 9 squares that are this area with another fireball.
Fuck him up.
Which again, when it comes to this Wolfos, even half damage will kill it. So we're not going to roll for that one. This one, unfortunately, is resistant to magics, so it will have advantage against this. But the other Wolfos won't. The both of them will make their rolls. They will take half damage. The doll will take no damage. As the Wolfos gets hit with a bit of more of the damage, the other Wolfos seems to disperse and disintegrate. He's gonna shoot one more. that's his thing right now. As he's like, I
You are
have
the
fireballs.
fireman.
I have fireballs. I shoot fireballs. No one else is shooting fireballs. I'm shooting fireballs.
Fair.
This Wolfos does not make their roll. This thing still does. It takes no damage. But that means that this Wolfos is dispersed.
Hmm.
All of the undeads, technically. Technically, these are undead, but they have like shells over them. Don't worry about that. All of the undead creatures other than the dolls are now taken care of.
Woo.
Currently, Domi, Halfin, Thunder, none of them can do damage to the dolls. So I'm going to skip their turns. Which does mean we go back to Ganon, who will stand. Ganon is going to do a sweeping attack. And unfortunately, one person here cannot dodge it because they are currently stunned. As Ganon sweeps in front of him, I will still have to roll for Sephin, Dawn, and Vega. He will unfortunately have advantage on Vega. So I'm going to roll this for the regular attack. What is Dawn's AC? Do we know?
Not off the top of
Dawn.
my head.
Okay. Finesse, resistance, instinct is a +6. He is a 16. Unfortunately, that is going to hit them. I'm going to roll advantage on Vega to see if it crits him. Which it really doesn't need to, but I just wanted...
Oh.
Let's just get it out of the way. I mean, it didn't need to. Let's just get it out of the way.
Yeah, he'll never roll a crit again.
Yeah.
Yay.
You
I
guys
hate that you
see...
said that because that implies a crit range.
Don't worry about that. You guys see in front of you, as the dust settles from the many fireballs and teleportations that happen in front of you, a slice going through, sending flying the 4 members in front of Ganon. Sephin flies off and collides with the stone wall. Rowana flies back, and unfortunately, just as they are able to get some feeling from themselves, get thrown into the abyss. Dawn, as well, gets thrown back into the abyss. And Vega lets out a cry very similar to his brother, as if it wasn't for the card, he would most likely be cut in half. Luckily, the card.
Luckily, the bitch became very integral to the plot, you see.
All of these, even if they weren't going to fall into the abyss, all of them do turn into cards from the attack itself. As Ganon stands, he looks back toward the little dancing fuck that's coming up behind him. He looks forward.
I don't have time for this. You. Send this place into an icy hell.
He grabs the creature as it's dancing past him. As he does, he lifts it high into the air. You see the thing start to struggle and kick its feet. As he begins to send a massive amount of malice into the creature. As he does,
Uh-oh.
he tosses it into the center of the room.
Oh, no. Ah!
Things here that are immune to magic will be unaffected. That being said, I don't believe anyone here has access to any kind of ice magics.
Meh.
That being
Technically,
said-
we did with Ophi, but Ophi's gone.
That being said,
Mm,
you do have someone who has a mastery of fire magics here.
Yeah, we have Hunter.
Polo.
Also, if it matters, Obra does have ice enchanting.
Well, it's
Mhm.
ice enchanting, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like ice offensive magics, you know, controlling
Gotcha,
ice.
gotcha.
I mean, real
Yeah.
ice magic.
That's not what I said.
Fuck you.
Damn.
What? So,
Polo.
Where's the lie?
I would like you to roll me with advantage, Hunter, please,
Alrighty.
as they are going to attempt to minimize the damage to the area.
hitting.
Double
Double
19s.
19s.
Jesus.
Hunter will fly forward. As he does, he will send a fireball out in front of him. Not flying out, just sort of in the air in front of him, almost catching the frigid creature as it reaches him. As it does, Hunter begins to struggle. You guys see shining from the fairy magics on their wings as Hunter begins to look as if they start losing some of the glow that they have about them. You see his wings also begin to ice over.
I heat lantern. I don't know. I can't.
Do
think
you
of
want to
myself,
do that?
I fuck it. Douglas will run up to Hunter if it helps. He'll just fucking slam it.
Douglas, you rush forward as you see Hunter beginning to get overtaken by ice magics. You rush into these dolls as they do scratch down at you, and one of them does seem to knock a large chunk off of your arm. However, you'd only need one arm for the heat lantern.
It's okay. I can reattach it.
As you get there, as you and Hunter stand there holding out as much as you can, stopping this thing from exploding immediately, Ronan,
Mm-hmm.
you see the Zora as they look for a minute towards you for any kind of understanding of what to do. As you just hear from Obera, "Buy us time!" As she starts rushing to you, Ronan. As she's gonna grab your hand. And
What?
she's gonna keep trying to run in this direction. It's up to you. You are much, much stronger than her. She looks like she's trying to get you out.
Oh. I'm thinking if there's anything like that. Would he be able to? Would he have the opportunity to do anything before accepting this? Or
Well,
no?
it depends on what you want to do. Right now, it looks like Hunter is doing their best to keep the explosion from happening. And you see that whenever Obera called for the Zora to buy them time, they just started rushing in.
No hesitation.
You see just the Rito constantly firing arrows. You see this fucking little ice fuck getting littered with arrows and fucking looking like he's trying his best to live.
And Halson's doing his best.
You see behind you as Obera is pulling you, you see the others rushing out in the other direction. What would you like to do?
Oh man. That's a really good question.
Looking
None of
back,
this stalling has given me time. None of the stalling. has
looking
given me
back
any
at what's
ideas.
happening, I will say this. You and Obero are already going to have to roll something to get out of here.
Oh, like as in this room is about to entirely
This room is
explode?
about to turn into ice.
Gotcha.
You remember where we saw the time? How we saw fucking Majin and the flip frozen block of ice fighting Jason? Like that, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This is almost exactly that, yes. Because, you know, he kind of is Majin.
He's kind of got that whole bit going on.
But
He's got like a fourth of that.
He's the Majin Buu to the Majin.
but
So basically, what those two are doing is only like buying time.
they're
for us
buying
to
time.
escape,
These
basically.
guys got out. You and Obera are going out. I will say you have two options here. And I kind of know which one you're probably going to pick from me just saying this out loud.
Yeah.
You can follow Obera. Obera has grabbed your hand and is leading you out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you and Obera, as well as Z and Juby, will have to roll to see if you guys get caught in the ice. Or you can try to stall and give Obera, Z, and Juby time to get out without him having to roll.
Oh. That's oofy woofy. And so those are my only options, huh?
Unless you can think of something else.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. At least not without a significantly greater amount of time to think about it.
You feel like that if you rush forward and throw down a couple of solid chords, you might be able to distract this thing enough that it won't immediately explode.
I don't have any of those left.
I'm allowing you to have them.
Okay. I just wanted to be upfront about it.
I know. If it wasn't that, then I was gonna say you could use your Song of Storms to use the desert heat to attempt to do the same thing the others are doing.
That was something I was considering, honestly.
Like I mentioned, that would be something that could potentially stall. Aggie's like, that's fine. He can go back in time and think about it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, time is very much soup in this dimension you're in.
We don't. Wait a minute. That wouldn't really help me though. That would help Obera. Which is still good. Would her shield thing from the violin be able to help with this at all? Because she has that and she's never used it.
Potentially. I would give her bonuses for her roll if she has a roll.
I think
again,
if she ends up
I'm more saying though that if you want them to roll, they will still have to roll. And you can help them. You can roll as well whenever you're leaving. Or you can have them not have a roll. Because I'll tell you this right now. Obera can probably get out of this. Z and Juby probably can't. They're most likely about to turn into fairy sickles.
Yeah, I think what I've ultimately been stalling for is trying to think of a way to get all four of us out without having to make a roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have an idea for that off of the top of my head. Unless we try to teleport ourselves out before it happens, which I guess we could try.
Unfortunately, when it comes to teleportation, there isn't like a space between here. Like between these two rooms, there's not really like a space. You just sort of teleport to the next room.
Yeah.
So you can't teleport from one room to the other room.
Okay. Then,
because you're already teleporting.
it's true. I think He will try to make sure that they don't have to roll.
Will you let go of over his hand?
Oh, why would you ask me that question?
Because they grabbed your hand and tried to run.
Yes. But I want to die now.
As they go
Shit.
forward, you pull back. They turn to look to you as you just basically fastball special Z and Juby forward as well. You grab
Ludicrous.
them and you just sort of push them forward toward where Obra is. As you turn back and you start running, violin in hand.
Just go.
As you get as close as you feel like you need, you start playing the song. You hear a cacophony of Ronins coming from the other side. One of them from Juby, one of them from Z, one of them from Obra. I would like you to roll me for Obra.
Oh, this lovely girl.
To see if she's going to leave you or not. Or if you feel like she would make a different decision, that's up to you.
I feel like I'm going to leave this in your hands and the fate of the dice.
All right.
If she stays with Ronan, then that's
We'll say
romantic
odds.
as shit.
We'll say odds or evens then. We'll say
sure.
if it's odds, she will grab the fairies and she will leave, knowing that you'll be okay because you're a card.
It's an even.
She looks to the two fairies. She looks back to you. There's a bit of an annoyed, angry look on her face for a second.
Yeah, I figured.
As she puts a hand out and you just see the two fairies bloop forward to the very edge of the area. And she bloops over here to you, grabbing your hand. You dork.
What are you doing?
Listening to your song. The one that you play back at the house, right? I like it.
He will reach down and he will go for a kiss before playing song.
There is a kiss that seems to last far longer than the allotted time that is needed.
Yeah.
As this thing starts bloating up like imperfect cell or semi-perfect cell, just bloating in the air.
It's time to play the hottest song you ever played.
As you start playing, I'm guessing the Song of Storms.
Yeah.
The whole area gets hotter and hotter. As for a moment, it looks like this thing was about to crack and burst, but the heat that you generate throughout this place seems to stop it momentarily. As it does. Ganon watches over as all of you perform these duties. As he looks at his bomb, which should have gone off fucking half an hour ago. Come on.
Explode.
This fucking guy.
Ah, no, never mind.
As the room, just as Everyone that possibly could get out gets out. In fact, I'm gonna say Domi gets out.
I was about to say, like, if more people can't get out, then what was even the point?
I'm gonna say, as Obra's just looking forward, seeing all the Zora like fighting, seeing Halfin fighting, seeing Thunder fighting, seeing Douglas holding up the rod, they just look over at Domi and just like with a pitiful hand wave, just teleport them to the end. Ah!
There's no reason for Dome and Juby to still be around.
You leave them alone.
We don't know if Juby can do anything yet. She hasn't had a
She
chance.
can do jorts. That's about
That's
it.
literally, so maybe Ganon needs some pants.
Does Jort's magic. I mean, look at this man. He's wearing fucking some kind of
Nothing.
something. He's got something on him. He needs jorts.
This thought came from somewhere. I don't know.
The entire room eventually erupts into ice as the supercharged heat from the heat lantern, the song, the fireball eventually is overturned. The amount of malice that was poured into this monster was too much. As the whole room seems to completely turn to ice. And from as far as Polo can see, nothing in the room turns into a card.
Nothing in the room? Not even Ronan and Obra?
No card seems to come from them.
Oh dear.
As the others find their way into the Lost Woods, rushing out and rushing forward, the ones who showed up first will explain to the others what happened. The remaining Gorons, as well as Good Boy Snow and inferior Atalanta. Prince Domi eventually makes its way. You see Z just looking off and around as they look back toward the area. They look over toward the rock and Magic Frog. Ronan. Thanks to now having more fairies here, the others find their ways, making themselves go further into the Lost Woods. Having a fairy to guide them, having multiple fairies guide them, allowing them to find themselves in a decent position. That being said, unfortunately, the Lost Woods does not really work on Ganon. He's been there probably longer than most of the people that were here, laying in wait for those 1,000 years. Eventually, the sky goes dark, and he would find his way out. Accompanying him would be the last remnants of his army, which would not only be the 3 remaining dolls, but also, as they would catch up eventually, several robed figures.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking cultists.
As well as
Really?
several Sheikah.
Man, these are the scraps.
And what appears to be, and this is really funny to me, because you only saw them one time, a few people who seem to be draped entirely in shadows.
Oh boy, whatever the fuck these things are.
They were the weird shadow Marcos you found.
Right, shadow apparitions.
The weirdly modern clothing looking shadow monsters. Oh no.
Yeah, they were the shadow Marcos. They're all Marco. As Ganem would stand, his armies going forward into the area. The first thing that would come from all of this is, unfortunately, they would not be able to prepare nearly as long. But most people here aren't mages. So the magic community isn't that big of a deal. You would see the Gorons rush forward as they would. You would see the current leader of these Gorons step forward. Looking around, he would look back to his son. And he would point off in the other direction. He knows his son isn't here to fight. He would tell him to leave. That's when Volmana would step forward with their giant cudgel of a fire temple map. Ready to go. And before anything is said, Snow would step forward on his other side, patting him on the shoulder, which at first is like, what the fuck are you even doing, dude? We just work together. But Snow is like, no, we're like best friends.
We're like best friends now, and you have no say in it.
He seems to think that at the very least.
Yeah.
The others are told to move on. That being said, as the others get to the exit, these ones at the very least, as the Queen and Pan would go forward, being led there by the fairies to exit the area, and the Gerudo Queen would go forward, both Domi as well as Argo would choose to stay in the Lost Woods. Atalanta and Atalanta would get ready to battle.
You ever get a sense of deja vu?
Ready to avenge Atalanta. As all of this is said and played through, Magic Frog waits in the background, watching, waiting.
Biding his time.
For the perfect time to strike.
The Skull Kids would rush forward, leaving only one at the end. Skull Kid Prime. As he plays his little flute.
All you gotta do is open this frog. What?
And finally, the Rock, as beat up as it is, would screech out, ready to defend its home territory. We're gonna go into this, which at the current point is not looking that bad for your side. Rushing forward, we're going to start off with the people on the top of the initiative, which is the Gorons, oddly enough.
What?
makes
Ready
perfect
for
sense.
waiting.
As the 4 Goron troopers begin to roll up and just start rushing in to the area in front of them. Fun thing about them. Let's go ahead and make a grid here. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. The fun thing about them is their sphere of influence in front of them for their rolls is this squares.
Ah, I see.
They're gonna roll forward, keeping their blades in front of them, making them look almost like Metal Sonic-esque fucking bladed rolling creatures going forward. They're gonna try to literally roll into everything, including Ganon. We'll see if they get stopped, but I would like 4 rolls, please.
Yes.
One
Give-
for each Goron.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
First Goron. Gonna be 11 plus their 3. That is a 14. I don't think that's going to hit the 2 that they can go after. They will be stopped at them. Next Goron.
I guess I'll do them. This is fine.
Once again, I believe they will get stopped here. There's one more that can potentially attack Ganon.
Come on.
In that one,
No.
they will get stopped by these squishy mages.
Y'all.
Y'all.
You were so ready.
Y'all.
And they will
were
also
so
get
ready.
stopped by the squishy mages.
So ready. I
How
should.
does this
You see what happened? I should have rolled them all at the same time.
You should have.
We're gonna get rid of their influence area, I feel. As they rush in, it looks like they are trying to go forward, trying to get into a position to rush the peeps. However, unfortunately, they are stopped seemingly by magic. Yeah, there's a spell that was cast in front of them that stopped them from going forward. It's crazy. The mages and the things, they're crazy. It is now Volrana's turn. As they are going to rush forward, they will stick their bladed arm out and do a similar thing as the others, only instead, theirs isn't coming from the top like a Metal Sonic-esque kind of thing. Theirs is coming from out the side, as they're going to attempt to drift. As they rush in this direction, they're going to attempt to basically go through this line and attack everything in front of them. I would like for a roll from Vorana.
Fucking deja vu.
All right. Big deja vu. Big Tokyo drifts. Fuck.
Fucking...
Only one more time for Volrana.
Okay.
Ah!
Come on.
That's an 18.
Deja vu.
You find that they are going to rush in. The first one that they hit will take a d20 of damage. However, the damage will go down as we go through. So roll me a d20 of damage, please. As I get the other dice out.
18 damage.
18 damage, damn. The next two will take a d12 of damage.
Okay.
It's pretty
Oh.
good.
Nice.
11.
Hell yeah.
Almost max. Badass.
The next two will take a d10 of damage.
Do we just keep rotating or?
Let's keep
Fair,
rolling
do
them.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
10
god.
damage.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's actually very funny for them in particular. I'll let you know in a second. And the last 3 take a
Jesus.
D8 of damage.
Squeaky, roll the thing.
Okay,
Okay.
Squeaky comes do it.
What's your bird?
She's BRB.
Okay.
Someone else do it.
Well,
It does not matter
Okay.
who. 7. So funny thing, as this person Tokyo drifts through, as Volrana makes their way out, these 2 actually go down.
nice.
Fuck you.
As they are just tore through by the 10 damage that they take right there. None of the rest of them look like they had a great time from that either.
Morwana's kind of a badass.
Oh yeah, he literally, if you guys would have fought him, his entire thing was running past you and hitting you with his sword arm. As even these guys took some heavy damage there, especially the first one. We are then going to go to the Sheikah. The Sheikah are going to rush forward. Bloop, 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 bloop. As they rush forward, they're going to start attacking the Gorons. This one is about to get fucked, I think. We're going to go for first attack. That's a miss. Second attack. It's a bad time for Sheikah, man. Sheikah are not having a great time
They
inside
just got
this place.
fucking steamrolled.
All
You see the
4 of
Gorons
them.
and
All
the
4 of
Goron-
them attack the same Goron, and he just freaking just does a Beyblade and just freaking defends from all corners.
He does like a donut while he's rolling.
This guy here, this one specifically, he has a lot of dealings with the Sheikah that were near Death Mountain.
Oh yeah,
He's the only one that had dealings with them, so he knows the tricks.
He's
you
also
see.
went to Hyrule and got Elite Knight training from the Rito.
yeah.
He's also I don't know, 2 inches taller than the other.
There we
'Cause
go.
I've
There we go.
decided-
He is Elite Ninja Goro.
Elite Ninja Goro, perfect. We're gonna go to well, I was gonna say we're gonna go to the Charm Cultists, but they're gone. Literally their big thing is they're wearing the friendship cloaks.
Oh,
This guy is so anti-friendship that it doesn't work on him.
Well, he didn't hit them with any of his body. He hit them with his blade arm.
it doesn't count. It's not organic.
That's so bullshit that doesn't count, but we hit him with our swords and it counts.
You guys are holding things. You not.
That's
Also, again, he did
so
just
weird.
one-shot them. There's
He did
no
so
there's
much
no
damage.
chance there's no chance for them to charm him. They're dead. They're gone.
Good. They're alive.
We're gonna go to the shadows. Which here will be the best ones for them to do this to? Yeah, I'm gonna be mean. One shadow will appear here. One shadow will appear here. One shadow will appear here. The final shadow will appear here. As they do, these 4 creatures are going to explode.
What?
How dare you? Ronan and Obra gave their not lives to get these fuckers out.
I said I was mad. I said I was gonna be mean.
Blow 'em up.
I said I was gonna be mean. Luckily for them, they do have extremely easy ways of dodging. But we're gonna see. The first one is gonna roll against this group with their explosion. That is not going to hit. This one is unfortunately gonna hit all of the extra boys.
That's fine.
It's
As long
fine,
as we
they'll
have
be
one, we
punished.
can just have him say, "Let's find out," and make an army.
I'm gonna say technically Atalanta was in this square, so I'm gonna say Atalanta's not involved in this one, but Atalanta is. Ooh, that's gonna hit.
Ouch.
And the final one, this could actually take out the Rock.
Do your worst. He could take it.
The Rock doesn't have a... Oh! So, now that I've rolled these, in order to dodge from these, they're going to have at least a high enough finesse to be able to dodge, which luckily for the Kokiri, they do. Unfortunately for the freaking Skull Kids, they don't. But also, they have to beat the roll. When it comes to the Kokiri, I don't think they cannot. They have to nat one. Yeah, they're fine. And this isn't a fireball thing. It's a miss and no damage. These guys are fucked. They don't have the finesse to dodge it.
Really? Even if it's just an 11?
They don't have the
Damn.
finesse. They need to have at least a 3 finesse in order to even have a chance of dodging.
They don't have a 3 finesse?
They do
God
not.
damn.
They, oddly enough, you could probably beat up one of these things, as we've shown them being thrown around your guys' house several times.
Yeah, but I mean, that's finesse.
Oddly enough, their highest stat is diligence,
The fuck?
so they can play the little flutes.
Fucking.
A 15. Unfortunately, I think these Koroks can't dodge, but everybody else here gets a chance. So first, we're gonna have the 2 fairies.
They're elite Koroks in the woods. Come on now.
They already get holy damage on their attacks. They don't get extra stats. They have, one fairy actually dodges. The other fairy also dodges. And Atalanta is gonna get hit, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to take out Atalanta at full health. So that's good. And finally, the Rock has to beat a 19. So how why don't you roll for me, Ronan?
Yeah. That's 7 plus stuff.
We are gonna roll damage. First, I'm not gonna roll for them.
What?
Second,
Why not?
just Atalanta will take damage here. Only 4.
Whoa.
Unfortunately for the Rock, on a D12, all they need is a 3. But they
That's
could
why
get
it'll be a
lower.
1.
They knew their targets. They wanted to get rid of the most things that they could that were terrifying them. And the Rock did some good work in the beginning of this area, but as
lived,
this
right?
shadow went up to it and exploded, the Rock turns into a card. All the shadows technically disperse. I'm going to roll a d4. Each of them will take 2 damage. They are each at half health. They will come back next turn. we're gonna go to Snow. As Snow sees everything around him explode, and unfortunately an entire battalion of Skull Kids and the Rock being taken down, he is gonna rush forward.
You're acting like you're fucking pretty good, something. Dude, with all that shit.
And he is gonna try to take out the last bit of health this thing has.
Let's go.
Who wants to roll for Snow? Squeaky, do you want to roll?
Yeah, please.
There we go. I'll roll, but then I think I might have to restart my computer because it's being weirdly laggy and I don't understand why.
Okay.
That's
Where's Snow's die?
Right here.
All right. That is a 6.
Roll me one more time for his second attack. Because he has 2 swords. Aw.
That is a 7.
Okay, he's not gonna hit. If you do need to go and restart, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
It's okay.
No problem, no problem. We're gonna go to it's technically Ganon's turn, but he's gonna do that thing that he did in the other area where he's not gonna do anything. Because this time there is an entire wave of people in front of him that he wants to chop down. So we're gonna go to
So tired.
Volmani's turn. Or Volmana's turn. Not Mani, Mani's already gone.
Yeah.
As Volmana's gonna rush forward, he's gonna bring the large map out to his side, the stone map of the fire temple, and he is going to wail on probably this one again as well. He wants that thing down. It looks like it's the most cracked out of all of them. Who wants to roll? Who wants to roll for the handsomest Goron?
I'll do it.
Also, I need to point out something I just remembered. Elite Ninja Over, he rolled a nat 1 earlier when he attacked. And that's really funny to me, and I remembered it.
He's more of a defensive unit, you know?
Yeah.
That was an 11. That is going to be a miss. Roll me one more time, though. Actually, he's using the big map. Hold on. That is an 11.
Shouldn't it have Overwhelm?
It does have Overwhelm.
Oh, his overwhelm map. I forgot.
That is a 3. That's a hit.
Get us in.
Oh, yeah.
Roll me a d4. Nope. Actually, he has two instances of Overwhelm, so he has 2 d4s.
Oh, okay.
Because he gets overwhelmed from himself, and he also gets overwhelmed from the map. 7 damage.
Pretty good.
That one is down. It breaks under him as he slams down onto it.
The map had to be good for something.
The map is good. The map is great. We're going to go to the Necromancers. As both of them...
next to romance here, go away.
As both of them are going to attempt to summon an undead. One got a 1, one got a 4. They can only, unlike the Poe, they can only bring out one of whatever they bring out. That being said, they don't have to worry about breaking a lantern to do it. As from the 1, this comes out.
How? Oh, God fucking damn it.
And from the 4, luckily it's not a dead hand amalgam. Ha ha ha. Trying to find the thing. Is it over here? It's not over here.
How dare you steal Clavier's move?
I can't believe they'd do that. Oh, there he is.
We need him to come in and turn these Redead against their masters.
You might have a little bit more of a problem. As the other one...
Oh, son of a bitch.
Summons a full dead hand. Not a dead hand or a dead hand head. but a dead hand.
The dead hand.
Why
How
can't you be
dare-
like the one fucking Sage of the Wilds who just summons one dead hand?
My life is worth only one dead hand.
Speaking of which, the both of them are going to take damage. They're both going to take 2d8 or 2d4 damage.
Good die.
I don't think they can die from this. They almost died from this.
Wow.
Actually, how much damage did they take earlier? They die from this.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
cool.
it.
Awesome. Can't believe they killed themselves with this.
My life was worth one redet.
Yes, my life was perfect.
As much as I hate to say it, your life was worth a bit in this fight.
Oh yeah. There's a redead and a dead hand in front of them now. Both of which are extremely powerful creatures in their own ways. We're gonna go. Not to them, because these two will act on the bottom of the initiative this round. We're gonna go to Atalanta. Do it. Ask me which one.
Which one?
Which one?
You!
Okay. Yep. It's this one. All right.
You
Got a
see in
little
front of
ferret.
you as several creatures have started clashing. A lot of people back here have exploded. Currently, I will say, out of everyone here, I think you are the only one to be able to see these creatures over here.
Oh, yeah, these ones are
You
still around,
see
huh?
the four shadows still being corporeal a bit away from you. That being said, you could also just go to the dead hand. What is your current loadout? Let me look.
I think it's just most of the Kokiri stuff.
Yep, you
Sword,
have the Kokiri
buckler.
sword, buckler. Yep.
I think this one's gonna go after these shadows. So they're gonna make their way over. They're gonna walk
Doot, doot,
past
doot.
the living Atalanta and just turn to them. Yeah, they seem like they got this handled pretty easy. You want to go punch some shadows with me?
Punch
they
some,
point-
punch some what?
They point with the sword as they're walking towards the shadows that just detonated.
All right.
All right, fun. Let's do this.
Doop, 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 doop. It would take you 2 AP to get there, but you would have 2 AP left to do your things.
This is gonna be fun. Let's start stabbing ghosts.
All right, roll me for some attacks.
Wee.
As I mentioned earlier, these things don't have a lot of HP. In
It's
fact,
11.
you attacking this one?
Yeah.
You do your base damage plus the sword damage?
Yeah.
It's dead.
So puff. Aw. Well, that was boring.
There's another one right there if you want.
Turns to the other three. The mischievous grin energy behind the mask emanates from behind the key mask. Mischievous gremlin energy. 13. Oh. It's boring. You're all boring.
You all suck. I hate you.
You're all stupid and I hate you all. Why'd you even explode?
That's all they do is they explode, they take a D4, and if they roll a 4, they die.
Man. Just turn around. Never mind, they're lame. Go beat up the big scary zombie.
Yeah, I can actually see that one. I'll go for that.
Man, I should have got my eyes checked sooner.
We're gonna go to Skull Kid. As Skull Kid is going to rush forward and go to their knees and mourn, as they mourn for themselves, which is kind of hard,
That's
you know.
no, it makes sense.
You see him stand, look to the Koroks, and he's going to start playing his flute. As he does, the Koroks, who did not normally have a turn, are now going to get a turn as Skull Kid is going to start playing for the Koroks, meaning he's taking over the Koroks.
Looks like we're about to find out.
Both of these Koroks get dropped onto the ground as the two floating Koroks float over to the two Atalantas and begin to lift them off the ground. Atalanta, while you have this floating Korok, all of your movement is doubled.
Oh no.
Does it also count as flying?
Yep.
Wee. Atlanta's so dangerous.
That being said, the other two Koroks are going to make their way forward. As they rush in a direction, the both of them are going to start firing bolts at the enemies. One bolts from their wand, the other bolts from their tiny little fucking little bow. Problem with these guys is that normally they would not have a lot of things they can do. That being said, while they're in the Lost Woods, they have the holy property.
Yay.
Ganon's a little bit too far away. But this guy ain't. This guy ain't. This Korok is going to shoot a fireball that is going to turn into a holy ball in this direction.
Hey.
These guys are going to have to roll to dodge, which I'm going to tell you right now, actually. Nah.
No.
just the two of just these monsters in particular. I'm just going to say they don't dodge. There's not a lot of quickness from these two.
What?
Oddly enough,
way.
I know. They will take double damage from the holy attribute, which is not a lot because this guy is not great, but that's still 4 damage to both of them.
Hell yeah.
And this one is going to fire a stream of arrows, probably all going at the Redead. That's the closest one to him. First attack, if it hits, he can go for another. It's going to hit. Second attack, if it hits, he can go for a final. It's a hit. Final attack. That's a miss. He's going to take another 4 damage. As this Redead has so far taken 8, this thing's taken 4. And finally, this Korok is going to rush forward and then stand here. You see him take a defensive stance in front of the Skull Kid, as this one is off to the side and starts dancing.
I like to believe that dancing abuse things with holy properties. Leave me alone.
Sure.
He's a
Anyway.
perfect boy.
Sure, yeah, definitely. Anyway. We're going to go to Atalanta. This Atalanta, not you, Atalanta.
I wasn't gonna ask.
Their movement is doubled, so they get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're gonna start attempting to slash into the dead hand with their humongous fucking halberd.
Do it.
I would like for someone to roll me an attack, but also roll me overwhelm.
Okay.
For this Atalanta.
Yeah, Atalanta. Roll for Atalanta.
I would like you to roll this dice too.
Okay.
You're rolling with
So-
advantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a 4 for the overwhelm. Nice.
That is a 19. That's a hit. As the dead hand is going to get hit with 1 attack, we're going to keep going, and we're going to see how many attacks hit. Roll me again.
Hey.
You get 1 more attack this round because they used 1 round to move forward.
Yeah.
4 plus 14. That's another hit. Okay.
Yay.
I would like to. That's the last attack.
Oh, okay.
I would like you to please roll me. Bloop, bloop. And because they have 2 instances of overwhelm, bloop, bloop. Those dice, please.
Yeah. Wow.
6 damage, which you would see seems to cut through them rather heftily, as the Lionel halberd that they seem to have seems to be glowing with holy energy.
Jeez.
As they strike into this thing, they're gonna take 12 damage. They're still very up.
But still.
Up. The 2 fairies will now go. The 2 guard fairies. They will rush forward. If you guys remember these guys, they're a little formidable for fairies. Not like hunter levels of like damage, but they do have some very neato time magics. They're gonna rush over, and I think the best thing for these guys to do, they're gonna rush over to the Redead. And the both of them are gonna attempt to bind the Redead with magic.
Freeze his ass.
What do we name this? Did we name them? I know we named them at one point. I guess not. That's gonna be a miss from that one.
They might have names in their other state.
As they do this, the 2 of them together strike inwards toward the Redead. Right as the Redead's about to scream out, the Redead is not going to get their scream this round.
Good. You don't need it.
We move to Magic Frog. Ronan.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Frog was just told that Ronan stayed behind. And then whenever these guys came through, Ronan wasn't with them. Ronan didn't come through. Magic Frog's eyes open with an angry look on his face.
You have angered the frog god.
He is gonna start croaking into the sky in an almost musical tone. As he starts croaking into the sky. Give me a moment, please.
The power of frog song.
He's just croaking the song of peace.
It's the song of peace. We all have to be peaceful now. He says, then he murders them. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be peace when these fuckers are dead.
Exactly. Exactly. Where you at? You have to give me a
There's
moment.
no concerto of murder, so...
Concerto of murder. There we go. There it is. You see, as they begin croaking out, a cacophony of croaks begin to come from all around. As frogs begin to appear all throughout the woods.
Magic frogs have appeared through time and space.
As they begin croaking and making their way forward. One of them comes forward and is familiar. Youngest Magic Frog.
Hey.
It's the youngest of Magic.
However, another one jumps through that is also familiar. As from behind the enemies, jumping forward from the trees.
Oh man.
Is Muscle Frog!
Muscle Frog!
Wow.
Battle Toad.
Somewhere, someone's like, it's Magic Frog when he was in his prime, and then his eyes open again, and you just hear him say one word. Was?
Magic Frog is continuously in his prime.
Exactly.
As Muscle Frog rushes forward, Muscle Frog is gonna start attacking the Dead Hand before looking back toward Ganon and just croaking.
Ganon visibly shaken. Because you've seen this frog before. He's been in the lost woods just as long.
as we're gonna have a couple of attacks from Muscle Frog onto Dead Hand.
I love that him at all of the stages of his life are here.
Would you like
his
to
Pokemon evolution line?
Would you like to roll me for Muscle Frog?
Yeah.
Muscle Frog has the exact opposite stats of Magic Frog, which means they have a 2 in Magic Experience, Resistance, and Diligence, but a +4 in all of their physical stats.
Hell yeah, let's go.
And I would like you to roll me with advantage, please.
Okay, well that's a 17 on the first one. All right, yeah.
Muscle Frog hits 1. Roll me again.
Alrighty. 14 on the first.
Muscle Frog
yep, that's
hits
cool.
twice.
Ooh.
As Muscle Frog
Yes.
is going to roll a D10 for each of those hits.
Holy shit.
Let's get him.
That is 11 damage. As Muscle Frog runs in and starts smacking the shit out of the Dead Hand.
Just tongue slapping him.
We're going to go to Domi,
Ooh.
who looks to Z, looks to Juby, looks to Argo, stands in front of them. I'll handle this! Ah! And he's going to rush forward. As he does, you see him sort of almost disappear as he runs. As he runs forward, he seems to disappear into the grass before jumping out behind one of the Sheikah.
Oh fuck!
And he's going to go for an attack. Domi is actually pretty strong in the Lost Woods.
Grass ninja.
He's just never been in the Lost Woods.
He is a ninja of the hidden leaf.
God damn it.
He's going to go for an attack. The fun thing with Domi is he doesn't gain any extra damage or anything like that, but his attacks are considered holy. You know what? Fuck it.
What? If you
His
get
attacks
even
are
a
considered
single-
holy.
If you get a single point of damage on Ganon,
He
then
most likely will not hit. Who wants to roll for him?
Fuck it, I believe in the boy.
get him.
Let me do this real quick. Like his brilliant hair.
Oh, yes.
I believe in him so fucking much. This is gonna be a great hit. This is gonna be an impressive hit. He has 2 attacks, right?
He has 3 attacks.
Awesome.
Okay.
Second attack, I believe in him. A 10.
He has one more attack.
Third attack, I believe in this guy. He's got this. I know he does. See, I never doubted him for a second.
As Domi rushes forward, he starts slashing madly at the hoof of Ganon, as Ganon just sort of moves his hoof a little bit. And Domi's like, I have him on the ropes.
It wouldn't be Domi if it wasn't this.
This is fine.
End of the initiative, because Argo unfortunately can't do much in this fight. End of the initiative. The Redead is not going to get the scream. But we are going to go to the other threats here, which are going to be the dolls and the Dead Hand.
Mhm.
The Dead Hand is going to open its mouth abnormally wide. And it's going to do its own scream. Not the same scream as the Redeads. But it is going to attempt to charm a single person here. As it screeches out.
Not the gaslight scream.
Who's he gonna try to gaslight scream? Who's looking extra gaslightable? he would do it, and it's really funny that he's gonna do it. I'm not gonna have him roll. He's gonna try to gaslight scream Muscle Frog.
I was like, there's a correct answer here. Like,
However, Muscle Frog just stares back at him and flexes.
He slaps the sound waves away.
He is gonna attempt to bite Muscle Frog.
he's just too beefy.
He can sure try.
Your teeth can't pierce his buff skin.
He can't. Muscle
They
Frog is
break-
unfazed.
They break on contact.
They're hard as steel.
We're gonna go to the two dolls. As we know, they have ferocious attacks. They're gonna attack the Gorons in front of them. The first one's gonna be Volmana. He's gonna get a serving of several spiky ice attacks. That's gonna be a hit. That's gonna be a miss. That's gonna be a crit.
Volmana, no.
As gonna roll 2d10 and we're gonna make the second one double. Oh, that's gonna be 18 damage.
Oof.
As Volmana attempts to defend himself, this one unloads a flurry of attacks. As he throws the map in front of him, he looks for a moment as the map cracks. And unfortunately, Volmana understands this thing is important. He doesn't want it to crack. He doesn't want it to explode. As he pulls back, Volrana looks over. What idiot! As Volmana gets struck. And then struck again. A much harder strike. As he gets knocked back and out. Volmana, as he lands with the map on top of him, shouldering it from any damage.
Damn.
Volrana is not going to attack the dead hand anymore. But we're going to go to the other doll.
My son! My son!
As it's going to attack this Goron first. The natural one. That's a 6. I don't think any of these are gonna hit. Okay, that one's gonna hit. It's gonna get one hit on the Goron, and do not a lot of damage, not a ton. We get to top of the initiative, which means we get back to the Gorons. They see their Goron chief's son go down, turn into a card, protecting the treasure of the Gorons. These two are going to attack the one that attacked him.
Jeez.
That's a hit. Let's go for both their attacks. It's another hit. That was almost a crit.
Jadea.
That is unfortunately a miss. 2 hits. As they strike in, they do a total of 6 damage. He's still up. This Goron, seeing he's surrounded by Sheikah, is going to go for an attack on some of them. First attack is going to be a miss.
This is why we need to learn spit attack.
This attack will hit as he strikes this Sheikah. How much damage did they take before? They took, in my notes, this one's down. He collides his rock blade with one of the Sheikah, knocks him back, and seems to absolutely just disperse him into the air. This one gonna go for this Sheikah. First is a miss. Go to a hit, and once again, takes out a Sheikah. We're gonna go to Volrani. Volrana, my bad. They're going to roll. They back up. They're gonna roll in this direction. They're gonna attack everything on this side of them after the dead hand is there. Which does mean, unfortunately, he is going to attack this unless he can stop himself. We'll see what he can do by the time he gets to the end of the round. But who does he hit? He is only going to hit the Redead and the dolls. The Redead will take the brunt of the damage. But he was not the first target, so he's going to take a D12. That's an 8. It's pretty good. The dolls are going to take the next damages. And they're going to take D8s. 4. The one that attacked his son is defeated. He's going to try to stop himself before he hits the other Goron. He does not. The Goron will also take 4 damage. Which unfortunately is going to be the end of him. He looks back over and sees his ally turn into a card as he looks away. But there is a smile on his brother's face because they're all brothers. As he understands he was also fighting for the chieftain's kid. He looks back, rage in his eyes toward all the enemies once more, as you see him lock eyes with Ganon.
What he needs to do next is to do a fucking Levi Ackerman and roll up Ganon for all of the damage dice.
Snow's gonna go for an attack. Squeaky, if you still want to roll for Snow, he's going for 2 attacks.
Yeah, I can roll for the doggle.
Did the lag stop?
Yeah, it stopped. I figured itself
Hell
out
yeah.
after the restart. That's a 6. And
That's a hit.
13.
I would like you to please roll me a 2d4.
2d4. Wah, wah, wah. 4 and 3 for a 7.
7. This one goes down. All
Bye.
of these guys, at least from what we can see, are gone. The shadows will appear outwards. As they do. The first one will appear by the Koroks. And the second will appear by Volrana. They will explode.
No, they don't have there.
The Koroks are not going to get a chance to dodge it. Volrana will. We're going to roll against Volrana. And he has to beat a 12, which he could. He has a 3. He does not, though. The Koroks take 8 damage and are gone. Volrana will only take 1 damage as he blocks with his blade. The shadows only have 2 health remaining. They're going to take 2 damage and die. They got 2 explosions off, though, so they're good for them. It is now Atalanta's turn. You Atalanta.
Yeah,
That one.
I was waiting, but those fucking shadows, man. All right, let's see.
I will have you note, just like with past Atalanta over here, you feel like your Kokiri blade is glowing with holy energy while you're being held by this Korok.
Together then. Let's see.
You have double movement.
2, 3, 4, 9. Try and get to that read dev. So 3, 2.
Yep. You are technically within range of both of these because he's taking up basically these 4 spaces, kind of.
That's awesome. They can't stun lock. Maybe.
Who knows?
I can't remember what dead hands do.
He
I
can
know what
try-
redeads do.
Try to charm you. Try to take you over and bite you.
I don't like either of these fucking undead. So I think Alet's gonna go for the redead in front of her.
All right.
And then work on the dead hand.
Roll me a couple of attacks.
Yeah, let's go. 10
What's your...
to hit is
The hit would be finesse for
6.
this,
So
6.
yeah,
On the redead, that's a hit.
a
Hold on. With the damage the redead has already taken, that's a dead redead. That's a re-redead. That's a dead redead.
Or less charming than Gary and Mary. I'm in range of the dead hand too, so
Yep. You
stab.
have 1 attack left.
Big funny stab on her, dead. Their dead hand. So many deads.
That is a
Crit.
crit.
Big funny crit.
As Atalanta, you fly in, you slice toward this thing, and you were gonna do your base damage times 2 because of the holy damage.
Funny numbers.
As from all the damage the freaking dead hand has taken, it's down.
Slice.
You slice off the head of the dead hand, as you now know where dead hand heads come from. However, it
cursed
disperses
with
in the
new
darkness.
knowledge. It's amazing. Oh, come on! Nothing has lived more than one hand. Do you believe this? As they address the Korok holding the...
As you say that,
Funny. I was thinking the same thing.
See, he gets it. Oh wait, I remember you.
it is Ganon's turn.
Oh no.
Seeing the majority of his army in front of him being destroyed,
Getting mopped the fuck up.
he is going to bring his blade back. It is going to charge with dark energy. As he does a wide swipe around him, as if trying to hit everything. However, as he rears back to do this, he appears to be struck by lightning. As you see on the other side, Magic Frog staring daggers at Ganon.
His eyes are open, oh Christ.
What kind of lightning was that?
That was hell lightning.
I thought you forgot that, you beautiful boy.
He sure does for mechanics, but not for Magic Frog. He never shows you his full potential, you see. He wants you all to be the heroes you deserve to be.
He wants you to succeed on your own, not with his help.
You do note that as Magic Frog is striking this thing with lightning, a continuous bolt of hell lightning from the sky, there's a bit of blood coming from the mouth of Magic Frog.
No.
As he is seemingly just striking with continuous magic power downward toward Ganon. He is going to make Ganon miss his turn.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
The turn that
Good.
was, from what you could see in front of you, Atalanta, was 100% just going to one-shot everybody here. You all have one round. Do what you
Go.
want.
Do what you will.
Atalanta is going to rush forward, and they are going to ignore the Sheikah and start slicing at Ganon with their Lionel halberd. Doop, doop, and doop. I would like for whoever's rolling for Atalanta, roll me these dice here. I don't remember who was doing it. One of you was.
What was Atalanta was rolling it, you see?
Which Atalanta?
Anthony was rolling for both Atalantas.
Yeah,
yeah.
Anthony.
11 plus 4, that is 15, plus their stats. That is just a hit.
Jesus.
That is literally on the nose a hit.
Well, all right, then, let's go.
I would like you to roll me for...
Time for all the Atalantas to get in on this.
actually, before you roll that, let's roll the other attack.
Yay.
That's going to be
Ooh.
another hit. That's going to be a crit.
Oh, let's go. I just want to get fucking crit range.
Because they're the technically original.
I'm sorry.
I would like you to roll me one more attack, please.
Big crit, big crit, big crit.
That is going to hit.
Hey.
But again, only just barely. Roll me these dice, please.
That's a lot of dice. All right.
It's going to do 21 damage. However, all of their strikes are holy at the moment. So that is 42 damage.
Oof.
Muscle Frog is going to go forward and start trying to beat Ganon with his muscle arms.
Get him.
Roll me for Muscle Frog.
Muscle Frog.
Or with those beautiful +4s with Overwhelm.
Do you have multiple D4s or just the one?
Just a 1 for the attack.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Well, we're not going to worry about that one. That was the pre-hit.
Yeah. The
Roll
second
again,
one
roll
always
again.
hits.
Yeah. The second
That
one
was
always
warm up.
hits. +4 +2. That's 21.
21.
That is a hit.
What'd I say?
I'm rolling one more time,
Let's
please.
go. All right. Ooh,
That is also a hit.
nice.
I believe it was the D8s. Go ahead. Oh, no, it was the D10s.
Hit the D10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, can't believe that he just have fucking battle continuation.
Oh wait, no, that was I rolled a. Oh wait, no, they were D10s. Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
D10s.
those D10s.
As he strikes into him, we're going to go to Prince Domi.
I believe in him. He's got this.
Roll me his 3 attacks.
Do something.
17.
Ooh.
That is a hit.
Oh my god, let's go. He actually does damage to Garen.
Roll me the next attack.
Attack 2.
That is
13.
a miss.
Attack 3.
That is a
14.
miss. Domi
That one.
strikes forward with 2 attacks, but misses, but then rears back and for a moment imagines himself as Hero Domi. But that could never possibly be. But maybe if he tries hard enough.
What a stupid fucking
You can
idiot.
live up to him.
He strikes forward, dealing holy damage. So he does 4 damage.
Ow.
The fact that he did any damage at all, I would have been impressed if it was a 1. Like,
The 2 fairies are going to rush forward. They're both going to get an attack in. First attack from each. As a natural 20 from this one.
ooh, yeah.
And then they're going to get their second attack in. Only the natural 20 is going to go in. I'm going to just roll the d4 plus the d4 and then double it because... because fairy magics. 4, 3, that is 7, that is 14. They do 7 times what Domi... No, not 7 times, I guess. They do 4 times what Domi did. 3 times? 3 times what Domi did. A roundabouts. Unfortunately, there's not really a lot of Koroks to tell what to do anymore for our boy, but he will dance and sing. The Sheikah
Good job.
are going to rush in, and they're going to attack Atalanta, skeleton version.
What, not the Koroks?
As a miss. I don't expect them to hit Atalanta. I'm going to be honest. That is a miss. That is a miss. And... Ah!
So, does this a question? Does Atalanta have access to Flurry Rush?
Technically, yeah.
There you go.
And both of them did miss before the final hit. So, Atalanta, do you want to flurry rush them?
Yes.
Roll me for hits on both of them. If you hit, they're just gonna go down, so you won't take any damage. So let's find out.
All right, cool. We'll do left and right for each. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, it's stuck midair. That's unfortunate. Let's try the other one. Hey, I'd like to turn the miss into a hit, please, using one of these din points.
You wanna just hit? You wanna just hit?
Yeah, I just want to hit the one of them. Cool. I wanted to see if the other one's gonna miss or not first. Cool. Bam.
Ba-bam.
Oh, come on!
Back to the top. The Gorons, they're gonna go in. They're not gonna be able to do damage, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they are not able to do enough to actually hurt Ganon. But they're being muscle boys, and they're hitting them with their muscles. It is unfortunately the same thing for Snow. Snow has regular weapons. He is not able to do any damage to Ganon. The fuck? Saw something fly by. Volrana
Sorry.
has a chance to do damage, as he is not going to do his run by anymore. He is going to do a piercing shot, and by piercing shot I mean it's mostly just a stab. I call it shot because he runs forward and he does it. But that is a miss. Second one is also a miss. Unfortunate. I believe at this point, the only one who will get to go before Ganon is past Atalanta.
Well.
Oh, I know. It's current Atalanta. You Atalanta.
Oh, okay.
Gorthos Atalanta. Might be.
Yeah. Cool.
You are gonna get the last potential hits in.
So yeah, they're gonna fly up and up and up, and they're gonna just fucking dive bomb Gan and start stabbing at him.
All right. I'd like you to roll me for all of your attacks, please. I believe you have 4.
Yeah. Here we go. Ooh.
The first one is a hit.
I don't have that many den points left, so.
As you are striking in, I would like for you to re-roll these last 3 because there is a sense of familiarity in front of you. As the damage that is being inflicted to Ganem right now, this large bolt of lightning seems to bring forth the power of the medallion. The one that you were chosen for. Reroll those last 3 attacks, please.
All right, cool. Lightning, let's go. Come on, lightning. They're even worse.
They are even worse. That is true.
Man.
Reroll this last one to see if you crit.
You got 1. We get a point.
That's true. You did get it. You did get a point.
That means I have 3.
You did not nat 2.
Wow.
You did not nat 20 that. However, you did generate a point, so that's good.
Yeah, no, that was really bad. Sometimes the dice just do that.
It's still damage. Damage on this boy is damage. He has never been able to heal any damage he's taken.
Nope.
I have been keeping track of his damage.
His health pool has to be like 5,000 hearts or something, because there's no way.
He has an absolute shit ton, yes.
Imagine trying to slug it out. You never win.
It gets to his turn. As he does, he looks down at everyone.
I have no time for you. Vanish.
A flash of red light goes across the screen that you hold, Polo.
Oh.
As the entirety of the Lost Woods appears desolated. The only ones who managed to get away would have been Argo, Juby, and Z.
Oh my god.
Everyone else seems to perish in the cards. Marco.
Yeah.
You had ran off into this section. As you make your way here, you find everyone preparing. You explain to them what you had saw before. They all are up to date with the amalgams and everything else that you had ran off from. It takes quite a long while, but eventually you do find the Gerudo chieftain, the River Zora queen, Pan, and then followed a little bit after by Argo, Z, and Juby. They explain to you what happened at WitchCon. They explain to you that Ganon is right behind them.
This is it. It's now or never then.
Jason walks up with you and Hosier. They seem to draw the Master Sword, looks over to you. We're supposed to stop him here, right?
Yeah.
Apparently he's stronger than he's ever been. If he took out the other me, kind of me, your brother. Not actually me, because I'm the other one. Let's just not right now. I'm able to help in evacuating, but my magic doesn't seem tailored to fighting him. Maybe his minions, but I don't see me being much help.
I could think of the perfect thing that you could help with.
Hmm?
Getting me as close to him as possible.
Right, for your plan.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't we gonna need Faraday for it as well? Isn't that what
She's
Ronan
not-
wanted to do with the fairy heart? To try to help separate everyone?
Well, I'm pretty sure Ronan's already been taken down. And I don't know where Faraday is.
I believe she's with Polo. We'll just have to get ready.
Mm-hmm. We've got the heart. We got the stone. This is the best chance we'll have.
That's incorrect. You
Hmm?
guys see standing up from the small little chair that was given to him over by the pedestal. Rog seems to stand. All of you here, it was wonderful that we had the idea of holding the army at bay. That being said, I believe all of you should make your way to the Sacred Realm. It is there that Ganon should be at his weakest, shouldn't it?
We can only hope.
I believe that that is the best place for the wielders of the Master Sword to be. Not only that, some of us here, looks over toward the humans that are here, aren't exactly ready to fight against the ultimate evil, right?
That is true.
I will remain here.
You're gonna stay here?
Mm-hmm.
But I have a sword, I can help.
You can in the Sacred Realm. As Rog picks up Radon, who is with their sword spirit, Caliburn, and their frog, and sits them down, looking over toward the horse hero. I believe that if we are to stop Ganon, all of you should fight him in the place where he is the most weak. Stop him from getting to Polo. And since it is one station away, whenever the time is right, Faraday can make her entrance. Just as Ronan wanted. I myself, from what all of you have told me, my son, as well as Orion, was able to fight against this person using the power of the 3 sacred treasures. And I feel the wisdom of the Zora's treasure within me. Go. Leave him to me. I will do all that I can.
All right. Give him hell.
Should we really do it? He is a king, right? We shouldn't just abandon him.
Hosier, technically speaking, we've already abandoned Lord Magnus, so.
Don't remind me. Fine. Let's move the civilians to safety then. Whatever safety can be here. We'll send them in with Polo, and the rest of us will make a stand.
Yeah. And Princess, if you want to come with us to the second realm or not, I don't know. You do you.
Oh, I am 1,000,000,000% going. This is happening. It's gonna be great.
Alrighty.
You see Marcus look over toward Rog and then look over towards you. All right, let's get everyone going. March off, everyone.
I know who he means that to, and I know that they're not punching.
The workers here with Sun make their way off into the area. Kira and Roki look back over toward Rog, but know that he is correct. They are much better fighting in a closer vicinity. They make their way into the Sacred Realm. The Queen looks over toward Rog, gives a smile, and brings the chieftain as well as Argo and Pan with them, as Z just sort of floats a little bit behind them, looking over toward where Ronan was
Ronan!
before floating over toward Radon and trying to take their hand.
We should go. Come on. There'll be a lot of fighting to be done soon. And we're gonna need that sword of yours. Whenever we were in the witch's place, they were gunning for the diamond spear. So I'm sure that weapon will be good.
You see Radon look back over toward King Rog.
I'll do it, former king.
Of course, future king. Radon has moved in. The others are moved in. Your sisters make their way over towards you, Marco, as your father makes their way over towards you. Smith, get in there.
What the fuck?
As you guys go, Gru looks toward the king, pulls out their longsword, and just starts walking and standing beside of him. I don't think no matter where I am, I'm going to do much of anything. So I'm going to sit here and watch. See if I can learn anything. Is that all right with all of you?
Do whatever you want.
Do you move on, Marco?
Fuck. Yeah, it's a good idea. He hates the idea that they're just leaving Rog alone, though.
He's not alone. He has Gru.
I'm surprised that the dad left with us and he didn't stay there, but this is fine.
Oh, it was going through his head, and it was going through my head, but there was literally nothing he could do to stop you from just coming back out if he stayed.
This is also true.
Like every one of his children would have just walked right the fuck back out.
It was 1,000,000,000% something that was in my brain. I'm like, oh, he would definitely stay here, but he's also smart enough to know that he would stay there, and then the others would just walk back. So he's like, fine. As all of you make your way to the Sacred Realm, Rog stands. As he does, he motions over toward Gru, and you see a small shine appear on Gru A small sapphire shine. Take care of yourself. Things may get ugly. The sky goes a deeper red. As stepping in, Ganon towers over even Rog. Rog steps forward.
You have a cold erection moment. I can feel it.
Just one. Trivial.
You would think so. Sorry. I have no time for pleasantries with you. Rog puts a hand forward. As he does, what appears like a large amount of ice begins to start growing on Ganon. As he puts his hand out, completely seeming to cover Ganon in icicles, Ganon starts moving forward, breaking them as he steps. As he gets closer and closer, it looks like he does start to slow very slightly. It looks like his movements are jerkier. He stops. He rears his hand back as if to just end it with a swipe. Faster than he can blink, there is a Rog who seems to dash forward much faster than a man his size and age should be able to. But you guys healed him and did a bunch of crazy shit with him.
Fucking flash step. Fucking.
As this dude flash steps forward,
Fucking
seems
Yamamoto.
to hold an arm out toward where the blade is, sending a wave of ice over top of it, freezing it up against where it seems to be flying backwards to do the big sweeping attack. As he freezes his arm and blade back, he brings his other hand back and swipes forward with his Weenai. You see, for a moment, right before the impact, the Weenai grow about 5 times the size it should, completely shining with that sapphire ice. As he strikes forward, I think we're going to end things off there for tonight.
That's a motherfucking.
How dare.
Ugh.
It's almost 12, guys.
I know.
I'll kill you.
I'll make you wish for death.
That's the motherfucking son of Gora, though.
Oh, the reason I was saying that the Weenai seemed to grow several times its size is because, hey, maybe this dude can start flying. Blocking out the sun just like his dad.
My dad.
My dad.
That's my dad right there. Look at him go.
Also, I'm glad I finally get to talk about it. He's a witch.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
The fuck?
He's a witch.
That's
He's
right.
just been a witch.
Yeah, he has witch. He is a witch knight minstrel.
He's a minstrel too.
That's why he likes listening to you all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he never did any songs.
He doesn't have any. He has one song, but you already know it.
Oh, okay.
That's why he hasn't come out of his way to teach you anything. The one time he could have used it, You guys didn't need him, so he never showed up. If you guys would have went into the underground area of the water temple, he would have had a chance to show up to fight the big skeleton with you.
Holy crap.
But you guys never went down there.
Oh shit. We have to wait one more session probably before we can pull off the Gorthos plan. And maybe, who knows, Rog might kill Gan.
Right, yeah, Rog, wouldn't that be a fucking...
Wouldn't that be funny? He just does fucking the last 4,000 health worth of damage.
He doesn't have that much. He doesn't have that much health right now.
I've not been keeping track of
3,000.
how much health he's
Me
losing.
neither. Look, he'll die. He dies when he dies when he dies, man. I don't know.
I don't know how much
Why does-
total he's. I don't know how much total he's taken. I've been taking it down from his total every time. So instead of like counting up, I've been counting down. So I don't know the exact total he's taken, but I know how much he has left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. How are we supposed to get people out of the bridge if they're not cards?
I don't know. It's almost like he was tired of seeing you guys just turn into cards and he just froze everyone. It's like, you're not dead, but I'm going by.
Abara, can you do anything?
I'm sure Hunt will be the cause of our salvation in that case. He's a tiny angry little orb.
I loved being Obera in that moment because it's like, what are you doing? It's just like listening to your song.
Oh, yeah, it was really cute. How dare you?
They really like it. They like that song.
Now they're fish popsicles. Fishticles.
Yeah,
I
don't know
also
how they're
like
gonna get out of
Vega.
that.
I also like Vega just fucking wailing on Ganon.
Just fucking draw a monster card.
Monster Cardo! Draw! Monster Cardo!
All you hear
I
is just,
guess.
yeah.
No, you go ahead.
Oh no, it's gonna be just like, draw monster card! Draw monster card! Draw!
I knew he was gonna do a bunch of damage. I didn't know he was gonna get that many attacks. I was very happy about it.
Yeah. I was just gonna be like, I'm fine if he just keeps fucking attacking.
He has the highest 2-hit out of everybody except for Rog, so
Yeah.
Rog has a higher 2-hit than Vega does, technically.
That's funny.
But that's just because Rog is enchanting himself.
What a
The
badass.
only way to.
So he's cheating.
He's also like 6 times Vega's size.
So he's cheating.
Cheating, the fuck? You think it's some sort of honor duel? Fuck that. This is a fight.
You think
Swing
I'm going
to
to
win.
honor anything? This is a brawl, motherfucker.
He learned so much from Gortha.
The fuck is honor.
I am way too old to give a fuck.
He's just like me, for real. For real.
Yeah, I guess the only way to get anyone out of that fucking frozen room would be for
Well,
Cole to pull him out.
Yeah.
It's possible with that.
Don't say. But time for fucking Rod to 1v1 Ganon.
Yeah, man.
We'll see what goes down. I think we're gonna end the stream, not the stream, end the recording here, and we'll come back to this next week, hopefully, unless fucking something happens again.
Unless someone shits in your cereal, as Aaron so eloquently put it.
What the fuck?
Oh, you never heard him say that?
No.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah, I heard him.
We're
I heard him
definitely
say.
having session next time, unless someone shits in my cereal.
Oh no, I don't want that to happen. I would rather that didn't. But yes, we're gonna go. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. We'll come back to this next time for what may be the end of this dungeon. We'll see what happens at the end of this dungeon. And then we'll see if Rog one-shots Cannon. So next time,
Fucking
guys,
One Punch Man's him.
like always, later days.
Bye-bye.
Bye.